What's up, everybody, and welcome back to some WNBA action on this Thursday night, July 3rd. The Indiana Fever are back at home taking on the Las Vegas Aces for the second time this season. Aces defeated the Fever last time 89-81. But this time it's back in Indiana. Caitlin Clark will not be playing in tonight's game. She remains out with her groin injury. So another game missed for CC.
Yeah, but you know what? Even without CC, this team's been playing damn good as of late.
They've been getting great production from Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull. Everyone's been stepping up. Ari McDonald has been absolutely fantastic, as she always has been.
Very efficient, yep.
The Las Vegas Aces have owned the Indiana Fever for quite some time, however. I don't think the Aces have beaten... I don't think the Fever have beaten the Aces since 2019. They just do not beat this team. However, hopefully tonight is a different story back here at home. I mean, it's got to happen eventually, right?
Got to. Come on. Get it off your chest, man.
All right, let's see who's in the house. We have Rhonda Davis. What's up, Rhonda?
Rhonda?
Victor, George Gillian Jr., Ilmatic, Andrew, Damon, Sam Patton, Big Rud, Cult of Fear members, what up? Nate Dogg's in the house. What's up, guy?
Good, bro.
Joseph, Joey, Michael Evans, Goodman with the $2 dono. Ayton got Lakers fans more delusional than ever. Well, to be fair to the Los Angeles Lakers, they actually have, as awful as Ayton has been and disengaged as he has been throughout his career, it's still better than what they had from last year on their roster at the center position.
Yep. And
again, DeAndre Ayton is somebody who is all about that money, and he's playing for his next big contract. So we'll see if Ayton can be of use to the Lakers. Again, he's an upgrade from what they had last year with Jackson Hayes.
Yeah.
At starting center.
Yeah, so it's still better, you know?
But the Los Angeles Lakers going into next year, offensively, they have a lot of potential. Obviously, with Luka Doncic and LeBron James, and if they get a good DeAndre Ayton and engage DeAndre Ayton, and of course with AR-15, Austin Reeves, another year for Dalton Connect, Laravia, who was added to the squad, 3-and-D guy. Offense has a ton of potential.
Yeah.
But their defense is looking ass.
Yeah, that was their problem going in the playoffs, and that's the problem still.
Yikes. So we'll see what happens with the Lakers going to this season. Ayton figured he was going to go to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Not a shock.
That made a ton of sense for him and made even more sense for the Lakers to get something.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Goodman, for the $2, bro. Avatar with the gifted membership for the Rockies, ending their 10-game losing streak to the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
Beating those Astros. And this gifted membership for Avatar is going to go to Hey Serve.
Thank you so much, Avatar, and welcome, sir. Welcome.
Congrats, Avatar.
Yep.
Bradley Reynolds, what's up, dude?
What's up, bro? What's up, Dune? What's up, Pooch?
Pooch, what up, man? Capucci? Capuccini? I have arrived. The game ready. The game's going to be on Amazon Prime Video, again, just like on the Commissioner Cup. So if you want to watch along, it's going to be on Amazon Prime Video tonight.
Yep. So you can watch along with us, guys. What's up, Motown Mike from Detroit? What's up, buddy? You're in the house.
Motown Mike, back again.
Yeah.
Goodman talking about the Los Angeles Lakers, saying it got worse. Dude, DFS was their only reliable good defender. Now it's Vandy and a prayer from God.
Yeah.
Laravia, also a 3-and-D guy, but definitely a step down from DFS. Losing Dorian Finney-Smith was tough.
And Vandy, he can never stay healthy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's if he can stay healthy.
Yeah. So that's gonna be the problem with Vandy.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Tyler Stewart. What up?
What up, bro?
Avatar says, Josh, now we play your Chicago rivals this weekend, the White Sox. Sweep them, Avatar. No mercy. Take out those Southsiders.
And they're one of the worst teams, too, so y'all should be able to take care of business.
Corey's in the house. Let's go Las Vegas Baseball Aces women game today. I'm going to go to the new Jurassic World Rebirth, the movie, tomorrow. Well, Corey, enjoy the movie. I saw it a couple of days ago, and did you watch it?
I went yesterday. Yep.
What'd you think?
Not good, not bad. I think it's just,
You
I don't
know,
know, it's hard to describe.
I'll say this: it was all right with me. Like the dinosaurs looked great. I
Yeah.
thought the dinosaurs looked fantastic, and some of the action was pretty good. Some of the story, there was something there. I just felt like the movie kind of played it a little bit too safe with what
Yeah.
what they were trying to go for. But I thought it was pretty all right. Definitely the best movie over the last 3 movies, because I didn't like the Dominion. I don't think anyone liked Dominion.
No.
I don't think a lot of people liked Fallen Kingdom. So this is the best Jurassic Park movie since they did the reboot.
The first Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
those last 2 movies were.
Yeah. We didn't have dinosaurs hugging. Well, kind of.
Yeah.
But it made sense in them.
Mhm.
So, but yeah.
Enjoy it, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. I'll say this: I'm glad I went to go see it, and it was a packed house at the theater, and everybody had fun.
Yeah.
But what's up, Yannick? Hello, man. What's up, Bubba? Tip-off time is gonna be in about I'd say 20 minutes. About 20 minutes, we should have tip-off, and it's gonna be on Amazon Prime as the Fever hosts the Aces. And if you're just tuning in, wanting to know about the status of Caitlin Clark, she will remain out due to her groin injury. Now, my thinking is, since she was upgraded to questionable going into the Commissioner Cup,
Yeah.
she's out today. I think they're going to remain keeping her out on Saturday against the Sparks,
That's what I was thinking.
because the Fever don't play again after Saturday until Wednesday against the Valkyries. And that's going to be in the morning.
What?
Yeah, tip-off is at 11 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday against the Valkyrie.
I had no idea. I knew the game was on Wednesday. I didn't even realize it was 11.
Is that on
That's
is that a holiday or something? Why
No.
so early games on Wednesday, July 9th?
I don't know. I don't get that. But
Anyway, with CC being out tonight, and if they keep her out on Saturday against the Sparks,
Yeah.
a team they could beat without CC,
yeah.
well, then the next opportunity will be on Wednesday. That's a long time more for her to continue to rest up.
You know, the funny thing is when we streamed a couple days ago, I was kind of thinking that. I didn't say it, but I was thinking that in my head. I'm like, because you know we knew the first game. Obviously today we thought she might have played. I was thinking, if she doesn't play, there's no point of playing her Saturday because of that long rest. And this might be best, even if she feels like she could go. Just play cautiously. You need her for the rest of the season, and your team is playing good right now.
Yes.
And this is giving more opportunity for McDonald.
Right. Who has stepped up into a role ever
Yeah.
since she joined the Fever.
So yeah.
Now, that game on July the 9th, is it a home game? It is a home game in Indiana. Tip-off at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. There's a game even earlier than that. Seattle at Connecticut at 10 a.m. Central on Wednesday, July the 9th. I don't know why there's so early games on that Wednesday, but it's also on Tuesday, too. Look at the July 8th. There's a 10:30 a.m. game, Chicago and Washington.
What's going on?
So that's weird.
On a weekday? Okay, weekend. I
Oh,
can
so
understand.
Jay says sometimes they do that for family friendly day. You know what? I think you're right, because I think we experienced that last year, come to think of it, where
Yeah.
we saw some really, really early games. But most of those were on the weekend,
Yeah.
and they do that. What Jace just said. They do those family friendly days and stuff like that, where the WNBA is very involved with kids and like basketball camps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they'll have them come to the games, right, for these really, really early games because of the kids and stuff. So
That makes sense.
that's probably it. And it's the summer, so
Yeah, that makes sense. I remember that last year. I remember we were questioning that. So, okay. Well, all right, there you go.
we have a $2 donation for Goodman. I saw players voted CC as only the 9th best guard. Yes, so recently there was like this poll or whatever taken. You know how players do this in NBA too. Another Indiana guard was voted the most overrated, and he proved a lot of them wrong this past postseason. Talking about Tyrese Halliburton.
Yep.
That was voted by his peers in the NBA. So they do the same thing in the WNBA. They take a player poll, a media poll, and a fan poll. So CC, Caitlin Clark, was voted number one, I think, amongst the fans. And I think I forgot what she was ranked for the media. I think she might have been number one for the media too. But for their player rank, CC was ranked ninth. And people have been pretty upset about that. Because do these players hate CC or whatever? I think Alicia Gray was listed number one. And Alicia Gray has been having a fantastic season.
Yeah.
But
I know has been some rumors that a lot of them I hate. I think it's more like they don't want to give her flowers yet until she proves it and earns it. You know?
Well, Paige Beckers was ranked higher.
What?
Yeah, Paige Beckers was ranked higher.
Oh, no. I didn't know that. Okay. No, I love Paige. I love her. But Caitlin Clark, no. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Although Paige does have better stats this year and a better shooting percentage this year than CC. But I think, yeah, she was ranked higher. Alicia Gray was ranked higher than Caitlin Clark. And you know what? I'll tell you this. As someone who's a competitor, and she is a massive competitor.
Yep.
I'm sure she's going to take that into account when she comes back. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
She's going to be pissed.
In the bushes looking, where's Rocha at? Rocha is in the process of making a big move with him and his father. So he'll be out for some weeks. A couple of weeks, 3 weeks, not really sure. But Rocha will be missing at least a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Check the injury report. He's week to week, as Josh said. So, yeah. He's moving to Chumbawamba Land.
Right. Now, we're going to go over game time predictions here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Let's recap some things. So, looking at the WNBA standings, the Indiana Fever and Las Vegas Aces are both tied at 8-8. However, the Aces have the tiebreaker since they beat the Fever not too long ago, 89 to 81. But so far right now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th seed are the Aces, and the 8th seed are the Indiana Fever. Indiana is 6-4 in their last 10, while the Aces are 4-6 in their last 10. In that previous matchup, like I said, the Aces defeated Indiana 89-81. And if you look at the very top in the center of the box score there, Indiana, they won that first half, outscoring the Las Vegas Aces 42-36.
That's right.
But going into that third quarter, that's where the Aces started to take the game over a bit. They won the second half in the third quarter and fourth quarter. And it was especially in the fourth quarter where the Vegas Aces started on a 9-2 run against the Fever and then never looked back, outscoring the Fever 31-20 in that fourth quarter. Asia Wilson, she was one of 5 Aces players that went into double digits scoring. She had 24 points and 7 rebounds. And remember, Asia Wilson was struggling for that first half of that game.
Yeah, she really went off in the second half.
Most of her production came into the third and fourth quarter. Chelsea Gray had 18, 10 for Jewel Lloyd, 19 for Jackie Young, and Aaliyah Nye off the bench, the rookie second-round pick, had 11 points. She's had some good games this season. Whereas the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark had 19 points and 10 assists, 20 points for Kelsey Mitchell, 26 and 10, double-double for Aaliyah Boston. Natasha Howard had 7 points, and Natasha Howard coming off that MVP performance against the Commissioner Cup.
Amazing.
We'll look to see if she has another good game here against the Aces. They sure could use it. Now, that was the last matchup that they had. Now, the Las Vegas Aces, since that matchup, they added this player, Nalissa Smith, from the Dallas Wings, was traded to the Las Vegas Aces for a 2027 first-round pick. Now, Nalissa Smith this year with the Aces, although it seemed like a great fit, she was coming back to her hometown and playing with Dejanay Carrington. She saw career lows with the Dallas Wings. Her points per game dropped by half. Her rebounds dropped. Her assists, her steals, her turnovers were better, but her field goal percentage, her 3-point percentage, look at that, 32% to 18% this season. So Nalissa Smith traded to Las Vegas Aces, and I think ultimately this is the best move for her. She's going to have a better coach in Becky Hammond, who's going to put her in a better position to succeed here in Las Vegas to get out of this slump. She'll be playing with, of course, one of the best players in the league in Asia Wilson. So Nalissa Smith, who's been on the downslide since last year with the Indiana Fever and having her worst season so far with the Wings, going to the Aces, I think this will bode well for Nalissa, or at least it should.
Yeah. She should get a lot more opportunities here. Hey, Josh, we got a $5 donation.
From Wilds.
So, hey, guys, driving back to the hometown for the 4th, listening on the drive. Everyone have a fun and safe holiday.
Hey, thank you so much, Wilds. We appreciate you, dude. And you have a safe time, too, man. So have a safe time on the road and enjoy July 4th weekend, man.
Yeah. Hold on to all your fingers.
Yes. Thank you so much, Wilds. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Oh, my God. Game time predictions. We're going to get into that soon, guys. Don't
Do
worry.
not spam at Ardawan.
Yeah.
You know better.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Ed? Do not. Okay, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and type me out. Don't spam. You know better. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? But we are going to go into game time predictions right. If you guys are ready, smack that thumbs up, baby. Over 500 people in the house. We're 60 likes away from 200. Let's see if we get to 300 by the time this game tips off. Let's get into game time predictions. The Las Vegas Aces are going to be favored in this matchup by 4.5 points, and the over-under is 163.5. Both teams are 8-8, and like I went over just a little while ago, the Aces defeated the Fever 89-81 in their first matchup back on June 22nd. Yeah. But for tonight, without CC, who's still out with a groin issue, who are you taking? Are you taking the Fever, or are you taking the Aces? And keep in mind, the Fever have not beaten the Aces in years.
This was a tough one. Last game, I remember that last game where Asia Wilson then went off in that second half. But you know what? I'm going to go Fever. Because you know what? I know they are without CC, but they are playing phenomenal. They have all the confidence in the world right now. Give me the Fever to win.
Yeah, give me Indiana to take this one and finally defeat the Las Vegas Aces. That was such an impressive win in the Commissioner Cup against the number 1 seeded Minnesota Lynx. The way they defended Nafisa Collier, that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see from Natasha Howard and Aaliyah Boston. The way they played so physical, the way they dominated inside, especially in the second half of that game, outside of that first quarter, really. That's what I want to see in the front court from the Indiana Fever. McDonald and Kelsey Mitchell keeping the defense on their heels too, using their speed and their attack ability with the ball and off-ball movement was great. Sophie Cunningham had a great game against the Lynx. I think the Fever can take care of business here at home tonight.
Yep.
Let's see if the chat agrees. Fever. What's up, Robert Montgomery?
What's up?
What's up, Big Voices? Vamos. Fever.
All right. Mostly Fever. I see a few aces.
A few aces?
Michael Evans says ace. I see a couple aces.
Okay, now let's move on to MVP talk. Who's going to be the MVP for today's game? We got.
I'm going to go Mitchell.
Kelsey.
Yeah, I was thinking Boston because she does need to bounce back, but I'm going to stick with Mitchell because she's been great.
Kelsey Mitchell has been shooting the ball very, very well from the perimeter. She's been a big bucket.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Aaliyah Boston. Bow, bow, bow. Aaliyah. She had a double-double, 26 and 10 performance against the Aces last game. I expect about a round or not, if not better performance this time around for Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah.
And, hey, you know what? Shout out to Natasha Howard. She was the MVP in that Commissioner Cup game. She was incredible outside that first quarter.
Yep.
Maybe she has a shot for being MVP tonight.
Maybe.
Let's see what the chat thinks. I'm seeing Aaliyah Boston. Howard says Damon. Mitchell says Justice. Boston says Sweet Jenny and Pikachu's mom. Okay. Sophie Cunningham says Catherine.
She was great last game.
She was incredible off the bench. She was great.
Yep.
Taylor's going with the Fever. Okay. Shelly's going with the Fever as well.
Bradley says Hull. Okay, Lexi Hull.
Lexi Hull.
Okay.
Lexi Hull. I got you. Okay. She had 7 and 6 last time against the Las Vegas Aces. Not too shabby.
Yeah.
Now moving on to X Factor. Who is your X factor for today's game? A lot of options here if you're taking the Fever. There's Natasha Howard, there's Lexi Hull, Sophie Cunningham, there's Boston or Mitchell, depending on who you went in for MVP. McDonald, don't forget old McDonald.
Had a farm?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Boston.
You're going to Leah.
Yeah, I was thinking about Sophie, but I'm going to stick with Boston because I think she does need to have a bounce back game. Because I'm talking about versus the Lynx. She didn't have that great of efficiency. So I'm going to think she's going to bounce back.
I'm going to go with Natasha Howard being my X factor. I wanted that. Natasha Howard, how you played outside that first quarter against the Lynx, from now on, that's just how you play from now on. Consistently. Ball. She was physical. She was drawing the fouls. She was playing fantastic defense. Howard was in her bag. I'd like to see that performance or something similar to it tonight.
Yeah.
With what Boston and Mitchell are going to bring, let's bring it.
I like it.
X Factor, let's see. Mitchell says Matthew. Picture's mom says Mitchell for X Factor.
Lexi, I see that.
Lexi, okay. Thank you all so much for smacking that thumbs up. 11 likes away from 200 before tip-off.
Let's go.
Is great. Now let's get to props. Who do we think is going to score the first bucket tonight? Who scores the first field goal of tonight's game?
Let me go Wilson.
Asia?
I think she starts off better this game than last time.
Asia Wilson. She's the second leading scorer in the WNBA at 21 points per game. Also, Asia Wilson is number 1 in blocks at over 2 blocks a game. She's number 2 in steals at over 2 steals a game. So, yeah. And she's, I think, second in rebounding, too.
Monster.
She's having a big season. I'm going to go with Jewel Lloyd knocking down the first bucket tonight. Okay. Jewel Lloyd.
So we both got an Aces player. Let's go.
Got to shut down Asia, says Rhonda Davis. Well, the Fever did a great job of that in the first half in their last meeting.
Yeah.
Asia Wilson, she didn't start getting going until that late third quarter going into that fourth.
Yeah, she really put in work in that fourth.
Going into our first 3 prediction. Who do we think is going to knock down that first 3?
I'm going to go someone Mitchell. I'm going to go Mitchell. She's been doing pretty good lately from downtown.
Kelsey Mitchell?
Yeah.
My first 3 tonight is going to be a Lexi Hull splash.
Ooh.
First splash of the game is going to be Lexi Hull.
Boom.
Now, over-under is 163.5 for tonight's game. What do y'all think? Over-under on 163.5. And keep in mind, there's no Caitlin Clark again tonight.
I'm gonna go under.
You're gonna go under?
Actually, let me change that. I'm gonna go over.
You're gonna go over?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over.
All right. I will be taking the under for tonight's matchup.
Okay, we'll be different. Good.
Good.
One of us will be right.
And that, folks, is our game time predictions for the Fever and Aces matchup here tonight. Thank y'all so much for giving us y'all's predictions. I'm seeing over, under.
Oh, we'll split. I like it.
Under. Jace is going to agree with the Lexi Hull 3. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the margin says Capuccini.
Oh, put it hits right on. Well, I can't actually.
All right, so this game is going to be on Amazon Prime. Let's see if it's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
If you're wanting to watch along with us on Amazon Prime.
There it is.
Wait, was it up top?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it is ready to go.
Perfect.
Tip-off should be happening in about less than 10 minutes.
Yeah. They usually start pretty much right on time. Oh, they give us a stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's still, I'll take it. I'll be watching along with you. Well, thank you, Shelly. Ray, thank you.
Shelly, thanks. I wonder if Melissa Smith is going to be playing tonight. I'm assuming she is.
Right?
I'm assuming she is going to be playing tonight. And if she is, what's their starting 5 going to be? If Melissa Smith is going to be in the starting lineup, then I'm guessing they're going to go with Asia, Melissa Smith, Chelsea Gray, Lloyd, and Young, with Kia Stokes coming off the bench, along with Dana Evans and Aaliyah Nye. Tiffany Mitchell, she was released. She's not on the team no more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my prediction for the starting 5 for the Aces, because I don't know if they release it or not. I'm assuming Nalissa Smith, Asia, Gray, Lloyd, and Young.
Okay.
If Nalissa Smith's going to be thrust into the starting lineup immediately.
Yeah, I wonder if she will or they're going to work her off the bench.
Yeah, so for those that didn't hear about that, Nalissa Smith, previously with the Wings, traded to the Aces for a first-round 2027 pick.
Yep. My Wings got another first-round pick.
Thank y'all for over 200 likes, 700 people in the house, and we're 80 away from 300 before tip-off. You guys, thank y'all once again for tuning in. Over 700 in the house for this matchup already. We appreciate the company. We appreciate the support. We couldn't do it without you.
Come on, guys.
Couldn't do it without you.
Let's kick off this holiday weekend on a good note.
If you're just tuning in, let us know your prediction. We already gave ours.
Yep.
A lot of the people in the chat already gave theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the Fever or the Aces?
Obviously, we have the Fever.
Aiden says Cece first has to recover herself 100% before playing again. And I couldn't agree more with you, Aiden. Cece is still out with that groin issue. There was a chance for her to play in that Commissioner Cup. They elected to keep her out. They decided to do the same thing here today. And I'm thinking they're going to do the same thing on Saturday when the Fever take on the Sparks.
Yeah.
Because then the next matchup won't be until July 9th, Wednesday. So that gives plenty more rest time for Caitlin Clark to be back 100%, which is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And these are very winnable games. The Indiana Fever, they could beat the Aces and they could beat the Sparks without CC.
Yeah.
The Indiana Fever are averaging 4 more points a game offensively than the Las Vegas Aces. They are giving up less points than the Aces as well. Indiana shooting at a better percentage from the field. They are the same rebounding. Aces are, the Indiana Fever are assisting more than the Las Vegas Aces this season as well. They're stealing the ball at a better rate this year. So I think Indiana with a better offense and defense, I think can still beat the Las Vegas Aces.
Yeah.
And the Sparks. They need revenge against the Sparks.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I think confidence is a big thing in sports, man. You just beat, first off, you beat the Liberty, right? Who were undefeated at the time. Then you go around and beat the other top team, the Lynx. Confidence is just on the rise for this team right now. So,
Hoping Michaela Timpson gets some meaningful minutes, says Charles Riley. I think she will because I think she earned it. Michaela Timpson played fantastic defense against the Minnesota Lynx.
Yeah.
She had some great stops. I think she's earned the right to get a little bit more minutes, meaningful minutes.
I want to see her offense develop because she doesn't take a lot of shots. I think she only took one shot attempt.
Now, she is a rook.
Yeah.
But hey, as long as you're doing something right, like one aspect of the game at least, playing some good defense, that can get you some minutes.
Yep.
Jet says, I got the Fever winning. MVP, Boston. I expect a good game since I think she'll be unstoppable tonight. X factor for her is going to be McDonald. First bucket, Jackie Young. First 3, Jackie Young. And I got the unders. It's Jets.
All right.
What's up, Jets?
Good to see you, Jets. Looking for a good one. If Stephanie is conscious, but has her arms folded very tightly. Okay, Jeremy. This should be a good one.
Over almost 800 people in the house. 37 likes away from 300. Keep smacking it, baby. We're going to have tip-off here momentarily. If you're just tuning in, the game is going to be broadcasted on Amazon Prime Video. That's how we're going to be watching, and the broadcast just started on Amazon.
Yep, right on time.
Boom.
Right on the top of the hour.
Let's go.
Oh, I forget how loud it is sometimes. But yeah, guys, let's go. Here we go. Yes, Rhonda Davis. Here we go.
Aaron wants to know what's your over-under on the splash counter for the Fever. Let's see. The Fever, I think, average about 8 threes a game, and the Aces average about 9 threes a game. I think the Fever tonight will hit, I think they'll hit like 7 threes. I think the Aces will probably hit around their average of maybe 9. Actually, I'll say 8. 8 for the Aces, 7 for the Fever.
I'm going to go dead even 7-7.
7-7?
Mm-hmm. 7-7.
The game is going to be here in Indiana at the Fieldhouse. We're moments away from tip-off. The fans are still getting to their seats here in the Nap Town.
Let's go. Well, appreciate that, Earl. Since watching on Prime, listening here. Thank you, buddy.
Big Earl.
Let's go.
No more shot clock violations, says Sylvester. No more shot clock violations. Yeah, that was tough.
3?
Against the Lynx, there was some shot clock violations early in that game. In that first quarter, I think there was like 2, 3.
And they had one more. Yeah, 2, and then one more in the third.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, in the last matchup between the Indiana Fever and Las Vegas Aces, the Fever, they won the battle inside. They outscored. They put up 52 points in the paint against the Aces last time. Where they got really beat was off the bench. The Aces were able to outscore the Fever bench considerably.
Yep.
Here to start a lineup for the Las Vegas Aces: Kia Stokes, Asia Wilson, Jewel Lloyd, Chelsea Gray, and Jackie Young. So no Alyssa Smith in the starting lineup. For the Fever, Kelsey Mitchell, McDonald, Lexi Hull, Natasha Howard, and Aaliyah Boston.
All right, let's go. And right before tip-off, we got 300 likes.
Damn, that was quick, baby! We got a fever here in the stream.
Thank you, everybody. Let's go. Right. Damn, it's about to start, so last chance to let us know who you got.
Nathan, how do we feel about the Hawks offseason real quick? Fantastic. One of the best offseasons in the NBA, for sure.
Yep.
At center court, Las Vegas Aces with Asia Wilson and Boston for the Fever. Tip is off. And the Fever will have the first possession. They'll be shooting on the right side of the court. Aces on the left side. Aces in their white uniforms. Indiana in their blue jerseys here at home. And it's going to be McDonald hitting Mitchell for a mid-range high-arcing jumper. Won't go. Rebound will fall to Jewel Lloyd. And here we go. Jewel Lloyd will bring up ball for the Las Vegas Aces. Again, shooting on the left side of the court. Jewel Lloyd hits Chelsea Gray on the left wing outside. Her back is to Kelsey Mitchell. 8 on the shot clock. A dump inside to Asia Wilson. Met back double team. Boston staying with her. Asia puts up a tough shot through contact. No good. Great defense by Boston, who secures the first rebound for herself. She'll drive coast to coast on Asia. Draws some contact. No whistle. Hits the counter. Natasha Howard for the first bucket. And a floater by her.
Pick it up where she left off.
Let's go. First bucket, Natasha Howard, assisted by Aaliyah Boston. Back on the other side, here is Jackie Young feeding Kia Stokes on the baseline. Missed the reverse layup. Rebounded by Natasha Howard, and she'll bring up ball for the Fever. Shooting on the right side of the court. Handoff goes Mitchell. She'll shoot off the elbow. No good. Asia Wilson with a defensive rebound. 8:44 remaining in the first quarter. Avatar with a gifted membership to our guy, Hip Hop Dan, for hitting 300 likes before the game started.
Thank you, Avatar.
How about that from the GOAT himself, Mr. Avatar? Thank you, Avatar. And thank you, chat, for 300 likes before tip-off.
That's awesome.
So we're going to get a whistle here. Aaliyah Boston called for her first foul. 16 on the shot clock for the Aces, 8:37 on the game clock. Boston bound from the right side from Jackie Young to Jewel Lloyd, to Chelsea Gray, I'm sorry. Inside pass. Goes Asia, puts the ball on the floor, step back, jumper, no good. Rebound goes McDonald, and here come the Fever. Ari McDonald, Boston, Mitchell, Lexi Hull, and Natasha Howard in the starting lineup. Boston has it on the left elbow. Dribble handoff goes to McDonald. McDonald back inside to Boston. 8 on the shot clock. Kicked out to Natasha Howard. Back to McDonald for 3. Hits the back iron. Howard with the offensive rebound. And second chance opportunity for the Fever. She'll drive and draw a foul from, was that Chelsea Gray she drew a foul from?
Yeah, and that was on the floor.
That's on the floor. So no and one.
Oh, this is going to be annoying. ESPN's got this.
Ball's inbounded, and to the rim goes Aaliyah Boston for the layup. 4-0 to start this game for the Fever. Boston has all their points. Thank you, Williams, for the subscribe.
Thank you.
7:47 left to go in the first quarter. 4 to the shot clock. Off the screen from Asia Wilson. Jackie Young hits Kia Stokes. Back to Jackie. Picking her up is Lexi Hull on the top of the perimeter. 6 on the shot clock. She's directing traffic. She's calling for a screen. Asia Wilson will come to oblige. Inside pass to Asia. She can't get the shot off in time. The shot clock buzzer sounds off, and that's a turnover. Fever ball.
Now Fever are forcing shot clock violations.
Look at that. 4-0, Indiana in the lead. 7:27 left to go in the first quarter. And it's going to be Jackie Young picking up Kelsey Mitchell, top of the circle. Hits Mitchell right here, driving inside. Natasha, scoop layup down the middle of the lane. 6-0 Indiana. Aces are forced to call a timeout with 7:17 left to go in this first quarter. Fever fans on their feet here at the Fieldhouse.
Wow, what a start.
6-0 run for Indiana. What we're seeing is that defense that they gave to the Lynx, we're seeing it right here against the Aces here early. And they're finishing at the rim. Natasha Howard has 4. No, Boston doesn't. Boston have 4.
No, Howard has 4. Boston has 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So Howard's, she's hitting her shots today. 2 floaters in right there in the paint. Looking good. The game is on Amazon Prime if you want to watch along with us. It is on Amazon Prime. Yeah, I love the defense so far. They've been forcing some tough shots. Wilson's already 0 for 2.
Asia Wilson's 0 for 2. Similar start to the first quarter in that last matchup.
Yep. Sure. Yeah, I got a fever, and the only cure is more Indiana buckets. Well, looks like we're getting them.
6-0 start for the Indiana Fever. 6-0 start.
Love it.
The game's going to be on Amazon Prime. It's on Amazon Prime if you guys want to watch along with us. Got you on the phone and the game on the PC, so let's go. Fishing up a storm. Let's go.
Oh,
thank y'all for smacking that thumbs up as well. Almost to 400 likes here in the first quarter.
Yep. We're
in a timeout made by the Las Vegas Aces with 7:17 remaining in the first quarter.
Thank you so much, guys. Commissioner Cup was just what the doctor ordered. Maybe that was a turning point, right? Go.
Hey, Scott Brown.
What's up? Rogers, please up and down Red Panda. That's the person that fell at the halftime show. Apparently fractured her wrist.
Fractured her wrist?
Fractured or broke or something like that, yeah.
Is Cece still out? Yes, Vaughn. Cece is still out with a groin issue.
Yeah.
We're coming back from the timeout by the Aces. Fever on fire, says Ron Davis. Yes, absolutely on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving this defense by the Fever. Keep this going. Avatar says I have the game on TV and the stream on my laptop. Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you, bro.
She's badass, says Hip Hop Dan. Red Panda? Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. That was a scary fall.
Coming out of the timeout here.
Showing CC right now.
Aces are going to have the possession. They're shooting on the left side of the court in their white uniforms here on the road. And on the floor is Kia Stokes, Asia Wilson, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, and Jewel Lloyd. And it's Jewel Lloyd here on the right elbow, guarded by McDonald. McDonald takes a swipe of the ball. Lloyd recovers. And we're going to get a whistle, a foul away from the ball against Lexi Hall.
Yeah.
Second team foul for the Fever here in the first quarter.
Come on, Lexi. Is Caitlin playing the All-Star game? She should be back.
Ball's inbounded here for the right sideline. Jackie Young to Kia Stokes. Hits to Chelsea Gray on the left wing outside. Mitchell to guard. 10 on the shot clock. 7 minutes to go in the game. First quarter. Hits Jackie Young up top. Back to Chelsea Gray. Lexi Hall staying on her. Step back 3. No good. Did not hit the rim. That's the second shot clock violation for the Aces in this first quarter. Caitlin Clark on her feet, clapping, cheering her team on as the Fever force another turnover.
Wow. Great defense.
Bringing up ball is going to be McDonald. She's joined by Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, Aaliyah Boston, and Natasha Howard. 60 on the shot clock. Boston sets a screen for McDonald, attacking downhill. Bounce out to left elbow, pull-up jumper. Mitchell missing. Rebounding is Jackie Young of the Aces. 6:34 left to go in the first quarter. Here's Wilson operating inside the post. Turnaround jumper over Aaliyah Boston is good for the Aces' first bucket of the game.
Finally on the board.
6-2, Indiana leads. 19 the shot clock as McDonald will draw a foul against Asia Wilson driving the baseline.
Yep. And look who's checking in. Now, Alyssa Smith. Checking in for Stokes.
Nalissa Smith, who was traded from the Dallas Wings for a 2027 first-round pick. Let's see if she finds her footing here. Career lows this season with the Dallas Wings, but playing with the Aces, Asia Wilson and Becky Hammond, she'll look to bounce back in her career. She was a first-round pick a few years ago now.
Yep.
6:12 left to go. Boston bounded. Here's Boston going to work inside. Pull-up jumper. Boston! From 8 feet on a pull-up. Knocks it down. 8-2 lead for the Indiana Fever. Under 6 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Here come the Aces. And on the floor, it's Wilson, Gray, Lloyd, Young, and Nalissa Smith making her debut with the Aces. And here's Jackie Young feeding down low to Nalissa Smith, going to work against her former teammate, Lexi Hall. Lexi with the stop, a steal, and Lexi Hall will hit McDonald. Now Boston in the high post, hits Lexi on the right elbow. Handoff goes Boston, 14 on the shot clock. What a defensive stop by Lexi. Boston, handoff, McDonald, inside pass, goes Boston, backing down her former teammate, Nalissa Smith, and he misses the layup. Rebound goes Smith, and an outlet pass goes to Chelsea Gray. 5:18 left to go. Asia Wilson Watson inside. Kick out to a wide open Jackie Young for the first three and splash of the game.
That was our first splash.
8-5 lead for Indiana. It's a 3-point game. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And here's McDonald picked up by Jackie Young in the high post. Hits a Kelsey Mitchell. She'll shoot off the catch and knock down the first splash for the Fever.
Good answer.
Kelsey Mitchell makes an 11-5 ball game. A splash. 4:45 left to go in the first quarter. Chelsea Gray finds Jewel Lloyd left wing. And now to Jackie Young. Inside, Asia puts the ball on the floor, driving down the lane. Easy layup for Asia.
Yep, no one stepped up.
11-7 lead for the Fever with 4.5 to go. Wilson has 4 points now. 4:25 left to go. Howard setting the screen for McDonald. Jackie Young trying to fight through the screen from Boston now. McDonald hits Lexi. Lexi feeds inside. Boston off the bank, misses. Gets her own rebound. Hits Howard, who will put up a floater and score. Natasha Howard, 6 points.
Perfect.
Boston with her second assist. 13-7 lead for the Fever. Second chance points is 4 for Indiana, none for Las Vegas. Nalissa Smith gets an offensive rebound off of a miss by Asia Wilson, I believe. Wilson, Jackie, a bad pass goes to Jewel Lloyd, but it's going to be a backcourt violation. Another turnover for Las Vegas. Indiana ball.
That's their third turnover.
3:49 left to go in the first quarter. It looks like Aaliyah Nye will check in for Jewel Lloyd. Sophie Cunningham will check in for Lexi Hall. And a round of applause for Sophie, who played fantastic in that Commissioner Cup against the Lynx.
Yep.
3:46 left to go here in the first quarter. It's Indiana lead. 13-7. Driving down the hill is Kelsey Mitchell, and she'll draw a foul against her former teammate, Nalissa Smith.
There you go. 2 free throws coming up. Man, Natasha Howard, remember last game, the Commissioner Cup? She was phenomenal. But she started off 0 for 5. Not anymore. She is perfect from the field. She's just picking up right where she left off.
There you go. There you go, Natasha Howard. At the line, shooting 2 shots is Kelsey Mitchell. First one is good.
God, she just has such a high arc shot.
This game is in Indiana. Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yep.
1.3 thousand people in the house. We just hit over 400 likes. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Kelsey Mitchell, second free throw is good. 15-7 lead for the Fever. Kelsey Mitchell, she now has 5 points. Here come the Aces shooting on the left side of the court in their white uniforms. Asia Wilson going to work inside. Pull-up jumper over Natasha Howard. Won't fall. And rebound will go to Aaliyah Boston, her third of the game. On the floor for the Fever, shooting on the right side of the court in their blue jerseys is Howard, Boston, Mitchell, McDonald, and Sophie Cunningham. Here's Mitchell driving along the baseline. Low floater, good for Kelsey Mitchell, who's got 7 now.
Beautiful.
3:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Back the other way. A foul committed by Kelsey Mitchell. No, McDonald.
Yep.
She fouls. That's a 13th foul for the Fever.
Be careful. Hey, it's King Yuji, 20 months. Remember, Cult of Fury. Says, hey, fellas, how's it going? 20 minutes now. It's crazy. Sorry, I haven't been around. Life has been rough, but Sean thoughts and dealer with the Mavs. He's a stopgap. That's it. Until Kyrie comes back.
And usually, hopefully, everything works out for you, man. Good to see you, man.
Yep.
Thank you again for the support, dude.
Thank you.
Ball's on the floor. Ball's inbounded. Tamla shot clock for Las Vegas Aces. Pull up jumper from deep. Missed by Jackie Young. Boston with their 4th rebound. Sydney Colson's checked in with Michaela Timpson. And a deep 3 by Mitchell is missed. Nalissa Smith with the rebound.
10-point game.
On the floor for the Aces, Wilson, Jackie Young, Nalissa Smith, Dana Evans, and Aaliyah Nye. Evans, drive, kick to Jackie Young on the right elbow. Michaela Timpson picking her up, the rookie. 2:35 left to go in the first quarter. 10 on the shot clock. Timpson staying on Jackie Young. And she'll hit to the right corner. Mitchell knocks the ball loose. And does she come up with the steal? The ball's out of bounds. Last touch by the Fever. Great defensive effort there by Mitchell. Almost came away with the steal.
And great. Now there's only 2 seconds left in the shot clock.
Only 2 on the shot clock for the Fever as they're about to inbound.
They can force another shot clock violation.
They could. Great defense there by Sydney Colson and Michaela Timpson as well.
Yeah, wipe up the floor a little bit.
There's a little slippage here. Floor's getting wiped. Dana Evans set to inbound this from the right sideline. Shooting on the left side of the court are the Aces in the right uniforms. Ball's inbounded. Jackie Young misses, but a shooting foul from Sydney Colson will send her to the line for 2 shots.
Ooh. Bailed her out a little bit. That was a tough shot. We thank you, Scott Burns. Thank you, buddy. What are they showing? Oh, they're showing the defense.
How many games in the season, Mikey says, and both teams are 500? Yes, both teams are 8-8. Mm-hmm. Now, the Aces have the tiebreaker since they defeated them back on June 22nd.
First free throw's missed.
2:24 left to go here in the first quarter. Jackie Young has 1 more free throw coming up. And that second free throw is going to be good. 1 of 2 is made. 17-8 lead for the Indiana Fever. Bringing up ball is the veteran, Sydney Colson. Hits Michaela. Now Kelsey Mitchell on the right wing outside. Boston sets a screen. She'll operate on the left side of it. Hits the left corner. Sophie Cunningham puts the ball on the floor. Driving here on the rookie, Leah Nye. To Sydney. Back to Boston on the right wing. She'll drive inside against Wilson. Off the bank window is good for Aaliyah Boston. She used her physicality to take it right to Asia.
Damn.
19-8 lead for Indiana. And Boston's got 6 points to go with her 4 rebounds. That's the way I like to see Aaliyah play. Physical. Wilson driving inside, met by a double team, and draws a shooting foul against the rookie, Michaela Timpson. So 2 free throws coming up for Asia.
I was a little worried that might have been against Boston. That would have been her second. Thank God. Whew. She's playing great.
That's going to put the Vegas Aces in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter.
Ooh. Bonus.
Free throw number 1 is good for Asia Wilson. Jewel Lloyd will check back into the game. She does so for Jackie Young.
All right, so you finishes this quarter strong.
Second free throw is good for Asia. She gets the Aces into double digits now with 10 points, 19 for the Indiana Fever. 1:42 left to go here for Indiana. They have the possession. Boston sets a screen for Kelsey Mitchell. She'll shoot off of it over Asia. The shot's no good. It's too strong. Rebound falls to Wilson, and she'll hit Dana Evans into the front court on an outlet pass. And a feed back inside for Asia on the cut. Secures the layup for the Aces.
Beautiful pass.
19-12 lead for the Fever. 7-point game. 1:15 left to go in the first quarter. Sydney Colson guarded here, top of the key. A screen set by Mitchell. She'll drive down the baseline from the right side. Cross-court pass stolen up by Aaliyah Nye of the Aces. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Outlet pass hits Jewel Lloyd. She's on the left wing outside. Off the screen from Wilson. She brings out Boston. Wilson wants it inside, and she'll draw a foul from Kelsey Mitchell. And she'll go back to the line for 2 shots.
That's Mitchell's first foul. Okay, I thought. No. Yeah, she knocked it out earlier. It wasn't a foul.
Now, in that first matchup between the Aces and Fever, the Aces drew a lot of fouls. I think they had 21 free throw attempts to the Fever 9.
Damn. Well,
Fever committed so many fouls in that last game. They need to not do that. Asia Wilson will knock down the first free throw.
Hey, Vegas, started off a little rough, but they're creeping back into this game.
Wilson, second leading scorer in the NBA at 21 points a game, knocks down both free throws, cuts the lead to 5 now. 50 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Bringing up ball, Sydney Colston. She's joined by Michaela Timpson, Sophie Cunningham, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston. Here's Mitchell on the high post. Hits Sydney Colston. Boston wants it inside. She'll get it against a double team, and she'll score off the bank. Aaliyah Boston can't be denied right now.
Beautiful.
She's got 8 points in the quarter.
Beautiful.
21-14 lead for the Fever. 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Lloyd blocked on a shot by Michaela, but into the hands of Aaliyah Nye, who drives. Sophie knocks the ball loose, and Michaela comes up with the loose ball. Great defense there by the rookie and Sophie Cunningham. 14 seconds left. No shot clock for the Fever. Mitchell operates here on the half court. She'll drive against Dana Evans. Spin move, and she will turn the ball over on a bad pass.
A little miscommunication on that one.
Keep smacking that thumbs up. We're 15 likes away from 500 before the end of the first quarter. That's incredible. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Thank you, everybody.
Ball's inbound with 4 seconds left to Dana Evans. 2-1 half court heave. No good. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Indiana 21, Aces 14. That's a 7-point lead for the Fever.
What a quarter for Boston. Phenomenal.
Indiana Fever shot 52% from the field in that first quarter compared to the Aces 28%.
Damn. Oh my God.
They each have 8 rebounds. Aces had 4 turnovers in that first quarter, and they gave up 4 points. Fever had 2 turnovers. They gave up 2 points. Points in the paint. That's where Indiana dominated the Las Vegas Aces in their first matchup, and they're off to a great start here in the first quarter, outscoring the Aces 16-4 in the paint.
Yeah. That's because of Natasha Howard
And Aaliyah Boston. Natasha Howard, 6 points in that first quarter, 3 for 3 from the field. Kelsey Mitchell has 7 points, and Aaliyah Boston's the leading scorer for the Fever with 8.
Yeah.
The leading scorer for this game, however, is Asia Wilson with 10 points.
Oh, man. Asia got 10? Oh, because of those free throws. I was like, when did she hit 10? I forgot those free throws towards the end. So, Asia Wilson's playing a lot better in this first half than she did in the first game they played, and she's drawn a lot of fouls. Already been to the free throw line 4 times. Got to clean that up, Fever.
What's up, Damon? How you doing? What's going on, dude? iReal865 says, somehow I'm always driving during these Fever games, so this stream is the perfect substitute for radio coverage. Thank you so much, guys. Well, we got you, Real.
Got you, bro.
Stay safe out there on the road.
Yep. Let's go.
Okay, trivia question against Kentucky Lucky. Which Fever player played against Asia several times in college? Which Fever player played against Asia Wilson multiple times in college? I'm going to go with Sophie? Maybe Natasha.
I'm going to say Natasha.
It's between Sophie and Natasha.
Yeah. Let's see who.
Lexi says War's Peace.
Is that who you're guessing? And who was the one that pitched that trivia? Kentucky?
Kentucky.
Okay.
Who played against Asia Wilson from the Fever multiple times in college?
We need to know. Yep, Sophie for the win. Josh got it. There you go, Sophie.
Oh, want to drink?
I'm good. Appreciate it. Hey.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Isaiah's in the chat. What's up, Isaiah?
Isaiah.
He
What's
just
up,
got
Black?
done playing basketball.
Just got done.
Yeah.
Did you do good?
He says 3 hours he played. My God.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Where we at?
We are at 528 likes, guys. Thank you so much. We hit over 500 by the end of the first quarter. Let's keep it going, guys. Over 1.5K in the chat. Let's go. About to have the start of the second quarter, guys.
Oh, let's go, Jet. Chicken enchiladas all day, baby. Let's go.
Enchiladas.
Let's go. What's today? Thursday or Friday?
Thursday. Feels like Friday because of the holiday weekend, but
Tomorrow is July 4th. So start the second quarter. Let's see. McDonald will check back in for Kelsey Mitchell. Chelsea Gray checks in for Asia Wilson, who will have a seat on the bench with her 10 points. All right, bringing up ball is going to be Dana Evans for the Aces. They're in their white uniforms, shooting on the left side of the court. She's joined by Chelsea Gray, Jewel Lloyd, Nalissa Smith, and Aaliyah Nye, the rookie. On the floor for the Fever, Natasha Howard, McDonald, Michaela Timpson, Sydney Colson, and Sophie Cunningham in their blue jerseys. 5 on the shot clock. A feed inside on Nalissa Smith, backing down Natasha Howard. 2 on the shot clock. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound goes Michaela.
Great defense.
Michaela secures her first rebound of the game. Bringing up ball will be Sydney Colson. Colson hits Smith. Oh, it's away from her, and Nalissa Smith comes up with a steal. And ahead to Chelsea Gray. Hits Dana Evans for a left corner 3. A splash for the Aces. Will bring them within 4 points now.
Ooh.
21-17 Indiana. Here's McDonald. Picked up by the rookie Aaliyah Nye defensively. Michaela sets a screen. She'll drive off of it. Stop and pop a long 2. It's good for McDonald.
Her first bucket of the game.
She's 1 for 2 from the field now. 2 points. Okay. 23-17 lead for the Fever here at home. 8:47 left to go in the second quarter. Sophie picking up Dana Evans. She'll drive down the lane. Misses the layup. Rebound goes out of bounds. Nalissa Smith could not secure that. It's a turnover. Fever ball.
Another turnover. She should. Man, you can't believe she missed that wide open layup.
Looks like Kia Stokes will check in for Nalissa Smith, who was making her debut tonight for the Aces after being traded from the Dallas Wings. 8.5 remaining in the second quarter. Sydney Colson hits McDonald on the right wing outside. McDonald gets a screen from Natasha Howard. She'll drive from the left side of it and feeds Michaela in the left post. Backing down Chelsea Gray, and we're going to get a whistle. A foul here against Chelsea Gray.
Oh. Okay, I thought it was just going to be knocked out of bounds. Wow. Vegas like the greatest team ever?
No.
They're a good team.
8:25 remaining here in this second quarter. On the floor for the Fever, Natasha Howard, McDonald, Timpson, Colson, and Sophie Cunningham. Balls inbounded, driving down the lane. It's going to be Ari McDonald.
Well, that play was perfectly ran.
25-17 for McDonald. And here come the Aces with Stokes, Gray, Lloyd, Evans, and Aaliyah Nye. 12 on the shot clock. Stokes sets a screen for Jewel Lloyd. Cross-court pass to Dana Evans on the right elbow. She's got Colson to guard her. She'll take her off the dribble. She will pull up a floater. No good. Rebound goes Kia Stokes. Second chance opportunity. A 3 by the Aces won't go. And a rebound will fall for the Fever. That's Natasha Howard. Third rebound. And she'll back down. Chelsea Gray brings a double team. Finds down low. Wide open. Michaela Timpson, who secures the bucket. 27-17. Indiana. Timeout. Las Vegas.
I don't understand that double team. They left her wide open down low.
She drew the double team, finds the rookie, who the defense was not paying attention to whatsoever. Great read by Howard.
Yep.
Great read.
And now it's back to a 10-point game. 10-point game. Love Kelsey and McDonald. Yeah, they've been a great 1-2 punch. Very efficient from McDonald. That's what you gotta love. We want Timpson to dunk. Oof, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Timpson to dunk. She's big enough. She looks like she can just dunk that, right?
Yeah.
I will gift 5 memberships if we get a dunk. At any point. Forever and always. If we ever get a dunk, I'll give 5 memberships.
Oh, man, if that ever happens.
How tall is McDonald? Let's see. McDonald is 5'6". McDonald's 5'6".
Yeah.
Timpson, she is 6'2", but she's got length, man.
Yeah, she does. Yep.
Wendell with the gifted membership, and it's going to go to Timothy.
Hey.
Let's go, Wendell.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Let's go.
What's up, Jed Lockie? How you doing, man? Good to see you, too.
Jetty.
Dr. Sarah, what's up? Oh, that's shorter than I thought on both of them. I know. I would have guessed Michaela was probably like 6'5".
Yeah.
She throws me off with that length she's got.
It was 6'2", right?
Yeah.
Yep. Uh, she's got great reach. Yeah, the link, like Josh was saying. Yeah.
Our next Fever live stream will be on Saturday evening as they take on the Los Angeles Sparks for the second time this season. Sparks defeated Indiana in an upset. The Fever look to clap back and get some revenge on Saturday. So we'll be live for that on Saturday evening. So hit that subscribe and turn on your notification bell.
Yeah.
Shout out to the 1.6 thousand people in the house right now. And thank y'all for almost 600 likes on the stream as we're in this commercial break. Timeout made by the Aces, who are down 17-27. They're getting beat inside, man. 20-4. The Fever are outscoring the Aces 20-4 in the paint.
24.
20-4. 20 of the 27 have come inside the paint.
Wow. Beautiful. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Michaela is a big Fever's need. Michaela.
And her defense. Love her defensive effort. So out of the timeout, we have a whistle here.
Yeah, what happened?
Michaela's still out there. She's earning herself some big minutes. So it looks like Jewel Lloyd? What's the whistle here? Ball's inbounded. Jewel Lloyd will bring up the ball with 7:30 left to go in the second quarter. And Lloyd picked up by McDonald, hits Chelsea Gray on the right wing outside and Howard to guard. And we're going to get an offensive foul called against Jewel Lloyd away from the ball. She knocked over Sophie Cunningham.
I think that's a frustration foul right there.
That's 5 turnovers now for the Aces.
Yep. Good job, Alexi. On that.
All right, Fever have the ball. They're shooting on the right side of the court in their blue jerseys here at home. And on the floor is Natasha Howard, McDonald, Michaela Timpson, Sydney Colson, and Sophie Cunningham. 13 the shot clock. McDonald hitting Colson. Nice little cross there against the rookie Leah Nye. Stop floater, no good. Draws a shooting foul against Nye. And Sydney Colson will go to the line for 2 shots.
Now they're drawing some fouls. That's 2 fouls on the Aces in this quarter.
Two shots for the veteran, Sydney Colson. First one is good.
Money. Bigwood, did they hit the like? I don't know. Did they? 1.6K people. Did y'all hit the like?
The guy with the red T-shirt and the blue hat and the green jacket, he didn't hit the like.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
Sydney Colson knocks down both free throws. That gives Indiana a 29-17 lead. Here come the Aces with Stokes, Gray, Lloyd, Evans, and Nye on the floor. Here's Evans hitting Nye for a wing 3. Too strong. Rebound is Lloyd. Put back. Too strong. No good. Rebound will fall to Stokes out of bounds. And it's Fever ball once again.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Let's keep it going. I'm loving the energy, man. They are locked in.
Well, we appreciate that, Bluegrass. Thank you. Dr. Sarah says, what's a bow, bow, bow? Bow, bow, bow is, I think, from a song. And Aaliyah Boston, she says it all the time. She go, bow, bow, bow. It's something Aaliyah Boston says all the time. I see her do it all the time in games, on social media too. All right, Fever have the ball, and the ball was knocked loose out of bounds, and it was last touch, they said, from the Fever, Sophie Cunningham. So it's Aces basketball. And a lot of substitutions being made. Boston checks in for Michaela. Asia checks in for Aaliyah Nye. And Stokes will check out for Jackie Young.
Yep.
So again, on the floor for the Aces, Wilson, Gray, Lloyd, Young, and Evans. Wilson has 10 points tonight. 12 on the shot clock. Handoff goes Jackie Young. Picked up by McDonald. Hits Jewel Lloyd on the left wing outside. Wilson wants in the post. She'll get it. And she'll back down Aaliyah Boston. Inside. 2 on the shot clock. Turnaround jumper. No good. No, it is good. And 1. And 1 for Asia Wilson. Boston picking up a second foul.
Yeah, that's her number 2. What a shot. Great job. She got hit on the elbow, and she kept that concentration and made the bucket. See if she hits this free throw for a 3-point play. Ooh, hearing the boos. They don't like it.
Bay says, you're pointing at me. You're pointing at me. Well, they hit the like. And new to the Cult of Fury, Kathleen M. Rollo.
Welcome, Kathleen.
Kathleen, thank you so much for the support. We appreciate that very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shout out to Kathleen. Asia Wilson knocks down the N1 free throw, and back on the other side, it's McDonald driving down the lane with the layup. 31-20, Indiana. McDonald now has 6 points. 5:50 left to go in the second quarter. Wilson, bad pass down the baseline, out of bounds, and a turnover, Fever ball.
Another turnover, man. 6 turnovers for the Aces now.
On the floor for the Fever, it's going to be Howard, Boston, McDonald, Lexi Hall, and Sydney Colston. With Sydney Colston bringing up the possession. Great defense by the Fever here in this first half. Similar to their defense performance against the Lynx in that second half of that cup game. Step back, long jumper by McDonald won't go. Rebound will fall to Dana Evans and the Aces. 5.5 remaining in the second quarter. And a pass down low goes to Asia off the bank. Too strong. Gets her own rebound. No, it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Natasha Howard. 15 on the shot clock for the Aces.
Man, I can't believe Wilson missed that. I thought she had it. That was a great pass.
She went way too strong off the window there.
Yeah.
A baseline inbounded pass from Dana Evans. She's looking left. She's looking right. She'll hit Asia Wilson. Back down the baseline goes Evans. And she's blocked on her shot attempt by Natasha Howard. She said, access denied. Get that out of here.
That was about to be a perfect little play right there, but good job.
Natasha Howard playing so well, man, as of late.
Love it.
She had a rough first quarter against the Lynx, but ever since that first quarter, she's been playing great on both ends of the floor.
Yep.
Chelsea Gray inbounds for the baseline to Asia. She misses the short jumper. Rebound falls to Boston, her 5th of the game. And an outlet goes to McDonald. Handoff back to Boston. Dribble handoff goes to Mitchell. Back to Boston from the elbow. It's a good jumper. Aaliyah's got 10 points to go with those 5 rebounds.
13-point game.
13-point lead for Indiana. Dude, they haven't beat the Aces in like years, man. They haven't beat the Aces in years. Could today finally be the day? 10 on the shot clock. Oh, and a offensive foul committed by Chelsea Gray. Another turnover.
Just locked in defensively. Let's go.
That's 7 turnovers for the Aces.
Fever are outscoring the Aces 14-6 in this quarter.
Woo! They're getting it done in all facets of the game. They're scoring inside. They are attacking the glass. They're getting rebounds. And they're playing great defense. Here we go. Just keep going inside. McDonald hits Mitchell off the screen from Boston. Slip inside to Boston. And she'll finish with the layup. Boston's got 12 points. Nalissa Smith couldn't do anything about that.
Nope.
On the floor for the Aces, Wilson, Lloyd, Young, Nalissa, and Aaliyah Nye. With 4:20 left to go in the second quarter, they're down by 15. A stop and shot for Jackie Young is no good. Rebound, hustled and fought for, won by Nalissa Smith. Handoff goes to Kia Stokes. Inside Asia, layup is good. Good hustle play.
Damn, they need a hustle play.
For the Fever on the floor, it's Howard, Boston, Mitchell, McDonald, and Lexi Hull. Fake handoff from Howard. Goes to Mitchell on the pass instead. Down the hill, and Mitchell's got a layup. Right now, the Fever are shooting 64% from the field. They are up by 15. Smith's pass to Wilson gets broken up out of bounds, and it was last touched by the Aces. It's an 8th turnover for the Aces. Fever ball.
My God, man. This team's just playing with great chemistry right now.
Uh-oh. We have 666 likes on the stream. Someone, hurry! Hit the like button. We have 666. 37-22 lead for the Indiana Fever. They're playing fantastic right now on both sides of the ball. Mitchell, a pass from McDonald. Will get it to Boston now on the right elbow. Backing down Wilson in the post. Drawing the baseline. She'll walk the dog. And she'll draw a foul from Asia Wilson. That's a shooting foul.
Yep.
So Boston will go to the line for 2 shots.
There you go. Battling down low, baby.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Satan's in the chat.
What? Oh, Lord.
How about the confidence of the Fever? Yes, it's incredible.
We're loving this. We are loving it.
NaLyssa Smith's playing. Yes, NaLyssa Smith was traded from the Dallas Wings to the Las Vegas Aces for a first-round pick in 2027. NaLyssa Smith looking for a bounce back in her career because she's been putting up career lows this season. Free throws are good for Aaliyah Boston. She's got 14 points in the first half and 5 rebounds with 2 assists. 3:14 left to go in the second quarter. Indiana leads at 39-22. Wilson kicks out to Lloyd, back inside to Wilson on a repost, and a foul committed by Natasha Howard.
That's the second team foul for the Fever this quarter. Sparks are leading the Liberty?
Wow. Fever will be playing the Sparks on Saturday. We'll be live for that game, so hit that sub, hit that notification bell. 12 on the shot clock as the Fever have the inbound. Inside pass goes Wilson. Turnaround fadeaway over Boston. In and out it goes. Rebound falls to Natasha Howard, her 4th board of the game. Howard, handoff. Mitchell on the right wing outside. She brings out a screen, moves off of it. Wilson to switch on Mitchell. Pass to the left elbow. Boston inside pass. Howard draws a shooting foul against Aaliyah Nye. And it's going to be 2 shots for Howard.
Yep. And we're going to get an official timeout. So the free throw is coming up after this.
Official timeout. Indiana leads 39-22 here in the second quarter.
$10 donation from our guy Wendell.
There's John. Great job. Happy 4th of July, John. Hey, Wendell, we thank you so much. We appreciate that. We hope you enjoy the weekend yourself, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Wendell, for the support.
Thank you. Go. Oh, man. I didn't expect it to be a domination like this. But, wow.
Thank you so much, Ramos, for the subscribe. Laura Ramos, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
And we have a $5 donation from Marvelous. He says 10+ point win. Wow. Fever, they keep playing like this.
Mm-hmm.
They can do it.
Yep.
They're looking marvelous right now.
But they got to keep it going and stay consistent because last time they played the Aces, like we pointed out earlier, fourth quarter, clutch quarter, Aces showed up.
Fever are shooting 64% from the field. Aces 25%. Points in the paint 26-8 in favor of the Indiana Fever.
Oh, let's see if that 64%. Wow. That's the way of the Fever defending CC. Fever is defending CC winning. Well, yeah, they've been playing great, man. Like Ari's getting a lot more, obviously getting more playing time because of CC being out, and it's been great, man. Getting everybody's confidence up, getting the rhythm going, and maybe if she comes back, CC. Remember last year, it's about the second half of the season is when the Fever really hit their stride. So feels like it might be happening all over again. No, we thank you, Mary, for hanging out, and hopefully you're having a good time. We appreciate you, Mary.
I just realized we have over 700 likes here in the first half, almost 800.
Oh,
thank you. We're in a commercial break. It's a timeout, an official timeout.
Mm-hmm.
Commercial break.
Yep. We appreciate that compliment, Michael. So you guys are great announcers. We thank you, Michael Lorenzo. Are you a hair cam? When did they start doing stuff like that?
Oh, that kid won.
CC comes back. The team will not play the same. I think they will. Why wouldn't they? Thanks so much, Wendell. Same to you. Oh, Lorraine, you're talking about Wendell. Aces suck. Remember, Asia Wilson was out for a little bit. Asia Wilson's coming back, and this team's got talent.
We're back out of the official timeout. Natasha Howard was fouled by Aaliyah Nye, which was her second foul of the game. 2 shots for Natasha Howard. First free throw's up, and that is good. 40-22 Indiana. One more free throw for Howard.
Wow. Remember, she was perfect from the line of the game. Man, can make it a 19-point game.
Second free throw is good for Natasha Howard. 41-22. A 19-point game. Howard's got 8 points. She hasn't missed from the field yet. And she's getting to that free throw line still. Aces have the possession in their white uniforms, shooting on the left side of the court. And on the floor, it's Wilson, Lloyd, Young, Nilissa Smith, and Aaliyah Nye. Wilson will make a layup assisted by Jewel Lloyd, 24-41. Indiana is in the bonus now for the rest of the quarter. 2:15 left to go. And on the floor for the Fever, Howard, Boston, Mitchell, McDonald, and Lexi. They're in their blue jerseys here, shooting on the right side at home. Boston sets a screen. Mitchell shoots, and she'll connect from downtown, from the elbow. Let's go. Kelsey Mitchell.
That's her second three of the game.
Second three of the game. She has all the splashes for the Fever then. 44-24, a 20-point lead. Wilson misses the mid-range jumper. Rebound goes to Aaliyah Boston, her sixth of the game. And here come the Fever, looking to extend this lead. Mitchell, hesitation, move, drives, feeds, baseline. Natasha finishes, and she's all smiles with Mitchell getting back on defense. 46-24, Indiana. They're playing great team basketball right now on both sides. Smith, handoff, Jackie Young, guarded by Natasha Howard. Ball's inbounded. Pass inside to Smith, backing down Lexi Hall. And that's going to be offensive foul. Nilissa Smith goes right through Lexi Hall, who draws that offensive foul.
Wow, what a complete domination.
Turnover, number 9 for the Aces.
And we got a donation from Avatar the Goat. $10. Says, Sean, I read that Jared Dudley of the Mavs going to Denver. Yeah, y'all poached him from us, man. He's a great coach. Y'all will like him.
Thank you, Avatar, for the $10 dono.
Thank you, bro.
Ball's inbounded. Here's the Fever. Driving downhill is McDonald. And who's his ball out on?
They're saying Fever.
Aces are going to call a timeout here.
You think they might challenge?
Becky Hammond is livid. She came off the bench livid. Are they saying out of bounds on the Aces and she's going to challenge this?
That's what I'm thinking. Yep. Coach's challenge.
Coach's challenge by Becky Hammond and the Aces. Call on the court is out of bounds on the Aces. Well, this is going to be a 35-minute break, folks. You know how these WNBA officials and how long they take with these reviews. Roy, thanks for the sub.
Thank you, Roy. Mark, what's the bonus mean? Bonus means that a certain team is fouled. They hit a certain limit on the fouls in one quarter. And at that point, no matter if it's a shooting foul or not, it's free throws.
And you get 5.
Yeah.
Once you hit 5 team fouls, that puts the other team in that bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So Indiana is in the bonus right now.
Yep.
Can you put them in the bonus?
I thought I pressed it. What the heck? Must have missed it. Yeah, for every foul, exactly. So I think it looked like it was out on Fever, right? That's what it looked like.
We have a challenge right now by the Aces. We're still reviewing here on the monitor with 1:02 left to go in the second quarter. Fever doing an amazing job shooting 66% offensively compared to the Aces' 26%. And a lot of that work is coming inside the paint. In the post, they're outscoring the Aces 28-10 in the paint. 28-10. Wow. They forced 9 turnovers to the Aces and have scored 10 points off of them. Great defense, great offense.
Yeah. This is the same team that we saw against the Lynx the other night, and it's looking great.
Gregory says, hi, guys. Thanks for keeping all of us up on the game. I don't have it here in my area. Love you guys. Gregory, we appreciate that. Thanks for being here, and glad that we can keep you updated.
Yeah, we got you. Yeah, it looks like Aces are probably going to win this challenge, guys. Let's go. Yeah, that looked like it's right off of Why does it take so long? This is clear cut, man. My goodness. I don't understand this.
What are they doing? Taking so long on these reviews. Why do they always take so long? Every time.
You know what's crazy is like they don't even cut the commercial where they're selling commercials, right? And making money. They stay here.
All right, they're finally done. And of course, they have no microphone, so that way we can't hear exactly what the call is.
Yeah.
I'm judging off of Caitlin Clark's reaction.
Yeah.
That they lost this that they won the challenge, the Aces.
Yeah. Avatar is asking, has Mike Malone been picked up as head coach?
No. Mike Brown has.
Yep.
Mike Brown is now the coach for the New York Knicks. Mm-hmm. All right, 46-24 Aces. Successful challenge. They have the ball with Wilson, Lloyd, Young, Melissa Smith, and Aaliyah Knight. 15 on the shot clock, under 50 seconds to go here in the half. Jackie Young guarded here by Lexi Hull on the elbow. 7 on the shot clock. Wilson sets the screen. Moves off the left side. Inside pass goes Wilson. And the ball's knocked loose. Diving for it is going to be Lexi Hull. And she fouled? Yes, she is by Aaliyah Knight. Lexi Hull with the hustle play. Fever ball.
And it should be actually a couple free throws, right? And then a bonus.
The rookie Aaliyah Knight commits her third foul. And it's going to be Mitchell who will be shooting these free throws. 2 shots.
Holy hell, Mitchell. Okay. Let's go.
Oh, no, it is.
Lexi.
It is Lexi Hull shooting the free throws.
Okay, they just have it wrong here.
Lexi Hull, free throw number 1 is no good.
Come on, Lexi. Yeah, Robert. Fever are up, and they are taking care of business.
Dana Evans checking in for Aaliyah Nye. Kia Stokes checking in for Asia Wilson.
Who's the rookie that had 3 fouls? Nye? Tough. They are, Chant. But, remember, the A's has had a great fourth quarter to win last time.
So, Lexi Hull misses both free throws. Melissa Smith with the defensive rebound. She'll bring a ball for the Aces, shooting on the left side of the court. 30 seconds left to go in the half. 46-24. Aces down big. Dana Evans has it on the right wing outside. The crowd wanted a call right there. I think they thought it should have been a travel. Kia Stokes, handoff. Jackie Young, 2 on the shot clock. Floater off the bank, no good. Rebound falls to Natasha Howard. Outlet to McDonald. 10 seconds to go. Hits Lexi Hull. Back out to McDonald. Now Boston. Handoff Mitchell. Off the screen. Driving. Kick out. Boston at the buzzer. No good. And that's going to do it for the first half, folks. Indiana 46. Las Vegas just 24. Indiana crowd on their feet getting loud. And we want you to get loud too here in the chat. Smack that thumbs up. Show some love to the Fever here in this first half. Dominating the Aces 46-24. Indiana outscored Las Vegas 21-14 in that first quarter. And then they outscored Las Vegas 25-10 in that second quarter.
Wow. Defense. What a half. What a half. Holding them. Man, the defense has stepped up. Turnovers, 10 turnovers.
Indiana was dominating in just about so many categories. They were dominating the offensive side of things. Yeah, shooting over 60% from the field, dominating off the glass, dominating in the paint, playing great defense on the other side. Absolutely brilliant performance on both sides for the Fever.
Yep. Gotta love to see it if you're a Fever fan. So Fever fans, make some noise.
Hey, we got a $5 donation from Lex Smith. Says, hey guys, the Lex Express is watching the game today with my girlfriend. I'm off of work. Have a great show. Kelsey Mitchell, with 4+ threes, I'll give 2 memberships. And she's halfway there. She's got 2 threes.
Yep. Thank you, Lex.
Hey, Lex, thank you so much, man. And shout out to the girlfriend for us, okay?
Yep.
Well, folks, we got 1.8 thousand people in the house. Sean's about to go over the halftime box score so that way you guys can know all the stats and numbers for the individual players as well as team stats. Thank y'all for over 800 likes here in the first half. We still got another half to go.
Yep.
So Listen on up as we're about to go over the halftime box score.
Let's get into that right meow. All right.
Real quick.
Oh, yeah. All right. So let's look over the quick overview of the team stats. See on the left side of the screen, shooting wise. Josh already touched base on it, man. The shooting percentage for the Fever. 64% from the field while shooting 33% from downtown. And the defense is slocking up the Aces. The Aces are only shooting 25% from the field and 28% from downtown. Phenomenal. Turnover-wise, 10 turnovers for the Aces, 5 for the Fever. So half the turnovers that the Aces have committed. That's been great. Rebounding, Fever are out-rebounding them by 1, 14-13. Now let's look at the player stats. And we'll start off with the Aces here. Only really one person's doing anything. And that's, of course, none other than Wilson. Asia Wilson, 6 for 13 from the field, 17 points. 17 of the 24 points are from Asia Wilson.
Ah!
She's screaming in that locker room, help me. Because that's what she needs. She needs help. She's perfect for the free throw line, 5 for 5. 1 rebound, 1 assist, and that's phenomenal. 1 rebound for Wilson the whole first half. They are doing a great job boxing out and eliminating rebounds. Only other person that scored in the starting lineup is Jackie Young.
So there's only 1 made field goal outside of Asia Wilson in the starting lineup.
Yeah, that's it. 0 points to Lloyd, 0 points to Gray, and Stokes for 0 points. Gray's, the only thing she's doing is committing fouls. She's got 3. But yeah, Jackie Lloyd, 4 points. She hit that 3 in a free throw. 1 rebound, 1 assist for her. Off the bench, Dana Evans, she hit that 1 3. That's the other 3 that they have.
So wait, there's only 2 total field goals outside of Asia Wilson.
Yeah. And
for the Aces.
They've both been 3s. That's terrible.
That's dominating defense by the Indiana Fever.
It is. Nilissa Smith 0 and 9th 0. She's just committing fouls too. That's a quick overview of the Aces. Not much to talk about after Asia Wilson. All right, let's move down. Oh, there we go. To the Fever. Look at this contrast to what we saw from the Aces. 3 players in double digits.
3.
14 points from Leah Boston. She's having a bounce back game. 6 for 9. Very efficient. 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Phenomenal. She does have 2 fouls. Please be careful, Boston. Please be careful. 12 points for Kelsey Mitchell. She's 4 for 9. 2 for 3 from downtown. 2 for 4 on her free throws with 5 assists and a steal. Man, her passing today has been great. Natasha Howard. Picking up where she left off pretty much last game after the first quarter. She is perfect from the field. Perfection. Remember last game, she was 0 for 5 at halftime. She's 4 for 4 with 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. 6 points from Ari McDonald, still being efficient. She's 3 for 5 from the field. No points from Lexi Hull, but she's playing phenomenal defense. She's got a... They didn't give her that steal? I swear she had that steal. I don't know. I guess they credited someone else, but she's playing great defense. Off the bench, Timpson and Colston both have 2 points each. Sophie has not scored, but she's also out there playing good defense.
Michaela Timpson, once again, playing great defense. She'll continue to earn some minutes. She plays defense like the way she has.
Yeah, she's got a steal and a block. All right, let's look at the team stats. Let's see what's standing out. Obviously, it's a 22-point game, so there's going to be some differences here.
So, one thing I noticed right off the bat. So in the first matchup between the Aces and Fever, Aces had 21 free throw attempts in total to the Indiana's 9. But look at here in the first half. Indiana's got 10 free throw attempts, made 8, and the Aces only have 7, they've made 6. Yep. Big difference.
Huge. So that's good. They're cutting back on the fouls, and that's important. Let's see what else stand out. Points in the paint, you've been pretty much pointing that out all game. 28-10, phenomenal. They're capitalizing off the turnovers. They pretty much a point per turnover, which is great. Got to calm down with their whenever they've turned over the ball, the Fever, they've given up 8 off their 5. So you don't want to see that because that's more than a point.
That was probably all scored by Asia too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, right now, look at that. Assists 13-7.
Points in the paint, 28-10 for the Indiana Fever.
Yeah. That's
28-10 in favor of the Fever.
And the Aces have not had a lead this whole game. So right now, the Fever are hitting their shots. Look, they've made 10 more field goals versus the Aces. So it's Fever hitting the shots, playing good defense. Aces aren't hitting their shots, obviously, because they can't. And they're turning over the ball.
Something else interesting, blocks. None for the Aces, 2 for the Fever. That's big because the Aces were, I think, number 1 or number 2 in the WNBA in blocks per game. And that was mostly due to Asia Wilson, who averages over 2 blocks a game. And they have none in the first half.
Yeah.
None.
That's huge. So, see if the Fever can continue this. Because remember, guys, as we pointed out at the beginning of the game, or if y'all weren't here, Fever did not this much. They didn't dominate the Aces this much in the first matchup. But the Aces did turn it on in the second half. And they eventually won that game 89-81. So let's see if the Fever can hold on this time. Obviously, they have a bigger lead going into halftime.
Asia Wilson was struggling in that first half in that first matchup.
Yeah.
Not this time around, but she does need help. She needs everybody else to step up. I mean, 2 total field goals. Just 2 total field goals outside of what Asia has done.
Yep.
She's getting no help.
You know she's pissed.
And that's thanks to the defense of the Indiana Fever.
Yep.
They are locking down the perimeter. They're locking down inside. Everyone's bringing that defensive effort for the Indiana Fever. They're diving for loose balls. Everyone's hustling. They're all smiles, too. Like, they're getting out in the breaks. They're scoring. They're dominating the paint. And you're just seeing Mitchell. You're seeing Michaela. You're seeing Boston. You're seeing Natasha Howard just smiling ear to ear. They're having fun. They are locked in and playing with high confidence. And this Indiana Fever looks ready to roll for the second half of the season. They just need CeCe back.
Yep. And that is your halftime box score. Boom shakalaka. Man, oh man. And making sure we didn't miss any donation. Since Bonner left, they seem happy.
They're finding their confidence. They're finding their rhythm, and it's great to see. You know, there was new additions in the off season, and it took a while for them to simulate together and get on the same algorithm. And it's unfortunate that Caitlin Clark's been dealing with injuries throughout the season, but once she comes back and she's joining this high confident team, oh man, this Fever team is gonna really turn it up a notch into the second half of the season.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something to watch. Wendell gives another membership to the chat. It's going to go to Rookie Bear 112.
Thank you so much, Wendell.
Wendell, thanks for the gift of membership, buddy.
Appreciate it. Remember hype? There you go, Rookie Bear. Refresh your app. You got all the custom emojis.
Our next live stream for the Indiana Fever will be on Saturday against the Los Angeles Sparks, which will be their second matchup between the two. Sparks defeated the Fever in an upset. Fever looking to get that revenge on Saturday. So hit that subscribe, turn on your notification bell. You guys have been blowing up the subscribe button all season long for these Fever games. You guys have been blowing up that like button for these Fever games. You guys have made this what it is. So we thank all of you, whether you're watching, whether you're listening. Thank you so much.
We appreciate the support, guys.
Boom!
Let's go.
I'm going to go to the concession stands. Let me know if y'all want something, all right?
Yeah. Nathaniel, let us know right now. We need to know. Nathaniel says, so Dress World ass movie? No, not ass. No.
Dominion was ass.
Dominion was ass. I feel like at this point, no movie will ever be a Jurassic Park movie will ever be as bad as that one. So
This was a pretty decent popcorn movie.
yeah, it was a decent popcorn movie. It wasn't as good as like the original trilogy, or the first Chris Pratt one, but it was still better than the Dominion. I didn't mind the second Chris Pratt one. I know Josh didn't really like it too much. I didn't mind it, but yeah, I'd put it on the same level as that one. You'll take a bacon cheeseburger. Okay.
A big burger coming up.
All right. Bacon cheeseburger. Avatar, $2. Josh, the Aces haven't led all night tonight.
Nope, not once.
No. It's been Fever from the get-go. There was no slow pace, both teams playing slow. No, the Fever came out hot. They had the fever.
It was a 6-0 run to start the game.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was a quick timeout. The Aces, they knew. They could just tell. The coach, Becky, right? She could tell, like, this is not looking good. She called a timeout after a 6-0 run. And, yeah, it's been rough since. Fever didn't even call a timeout.
Not once. Not once.
Yeah. Nathaniel, I have not watched F1 yet. Not yet.
What happened to Rocha? Steven, Rocha is in the process of moving. So he'll be out for a couple of weeks, at least.
Yeah.
Could be longer, but at least a couple of weeks he'll be out.
We'll keep you updated.
Fever would win the championship this year when everyone believed the world is ending. They could. Who knows? They keep playing like this.
Yeah. It's been... I'm loving it. Loving it. Yes, Nathaniel. Superman's next week.
Bum, bum, bum. No,
Remember we had to go look it up?
That's
Jurassic Park.
That's Jurassic Park. I'm hearing some pretty good things about Superman. The vibe they're going for, I think, is pretty good. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I did see F1. If you guys haven't seen it, go check that out. I'm not even into racing, and I loved that movie. So good.
Yeah.
F1. Jurassic Park, pretty decent. Not the greatest, but definitely not the worst.
Yeah.
It was so-so. Could have been better, but it was so-so. Joseph, thank you so much for the sub.
Thank you, Joseph. I'm going to try to watch F1 over the next... I don't know. We'll see.
We're
just have fun time.
We're still in a commercial break. It is halftime here still. 46-24, Indiana leading it. It's on Amazon Prime. If you guys are just tuning in and you're wanting to watch the game, it's on Amazon Prime.
Prime Video, baby.
Try to see what other movies I saw that are out right now. 28 years later, I haven't seen that.
I still haven't seen that.
I haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, that was good.
I haven't seen Ballerina.
I watched Ballerina. That was good. There's another movie coming out this month too. I can't remember. Or, yeah, what other movies coming out this month?
Bloodlines. I thought was pretty damn good.
That's the one I haven't seen either.
That was a good one.
But the month of July is killing it with movies. Killing it. With Superman. When is Fantastic Four is coming out soon too. But there's one other movie I can't remember. Maybe no. Now You See Me?
Now You See Me, Part 3.
Yeah. I'm excited for that too. So. How about Happy Gilmore? Is that coming out this month?
I'll watch it eventually, but kind of similar to Super Troopers 2 and all that stuff. It's probably... There's also a decent chance I might not ever watch it.
I'll watch it and let you know. But isn't that going straight to Netflix?
Yeah, it's part of Adam Sandler's Netflix deal.
Yeah. One thing I like is at least they're bringing back a lot of the regular characters, you know?
I Know What You Did Last Summer is coming out too.
That's the one.
Oh, Nobody 2 is coming out soon. Nobody 1 was great. That was such a good movie.
All right, about to start the second half, guys. The third quarter, baby. Third quarter. Things not going well for Vegas. No, they're not.
Not when you're going up against a defensive juggernaut that the Fever are looking like right now. So we're starting the second half here. Aces will be shooting on the right side of the court this time in their white uniforms. Kia Stokes, Wilson, Gray, Lloyd, and Young on the floor. 15 on the shot clock. For the Fever on the floor, it's going to be Howard, Boston, Mitchell, McDonald, and Lexi Hull to start the second half. Boston guarding Mitchell Wilson as he drives down the lane, and Boston's going to be called for a shooting foul. Wilson will earn a trip to the line for 2 shots.
That's third foul in Boston. Got to keep it on that. Don't get in foul trouble.
2 shots coming up for Asia Wilson. 9:44 left to go in the third quarter. Wilson first free throw is good. 25-46. That's a 21-point lead for the Fever.
Ooh, can she cut it to 20?
Dude, yes. Breaks. I heard about that today. right before we went live, as Wilson knocks down both free throws, making the 20-point game. Michael Madsen passed away, famous for his role in Reservoir Dogs in Kill Bill Volume 2. And yeah, he passed away at the age of, I think, 64, I think he was. So rest in peace, Michael Madsen.
That's damn.
9.5 to go here in the third quarter. And here's Boston working the post. And the ball's knocked loose by Kia Stokes, coming away with a steal. And an outlet pass goes to Jewel Lloyd. She'll drive on Mitchell and draw a shooting foul. Aces. Another pair of free throws coming up for Jewel Lloyd.
They're playing pretty aggressive right now to start the second half.
Donnie Brasco, that's right. War's Peace. Black Daddy, yep. Donnie Brasco, he was in there with Al Pacino. And, oh my God, why am I blanking on his name? Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp.
I'll look it up later. I can't remember who you're talking about.
First two free throws. Only two free throws. It's good for Jewel Lloyd. 28-46. Indiana Fever lead. It's a 4-0 run to start for the Aces, and it all came from the free throw line. And here's McDonald operating off the screen from Boston. Hits up top. Natasha Howard in the high post. Swings it to Mitchell. Taylor shot clock. Puts the ball on the floor. And a switch on defense. Lloyd picking up Mitchell. Swings it to Natasha Howard. Backing down Chelsea Gray. She'll put up the tough shot. No good. Rebound falls to Kia Stokes. And an outlet pass ahead to Jackie Young. Driving, kicking. Wilson puts the ball on the floor. Driving the baseline against Boston. And draws another shooting foul. That's 3 straight free throw trips for the Las Vegas Aces. Boston called for a 4th foul.
This has been an issue with her sometimes in the second.
Oh, that's a... Oh, wait, rising up.
Yeah.
Boston caught her on the arm.
Yeah.
The crowd booing.
Oh, come on, Boston. She's going to have to check out.
3 straight free throw trips for the Aces. First free throw is good for Asia Wilson. Michaela will check in for Boston, who has 4 fouls.
Yeah. Damn. Might not see her for a while, guys.
Child, like the way we're calling every single play still? Keep up, buddy. Keep up. Keep up. Asia Wilson knocks down both free throws. You're just listening slow. That's all. 8:39 to go in the third quarter, and we're going to get a timeout made by the Indiana Fever. Timeout by Stephanie White. It's a 6-0 run for the Las Vegas Aces to start this third quarter. 16-point lead for the Fever now. And all these points, all 6 points coming from the free throw line for the Aces.
Yeah. Good start. This is what they needed. Get some momentum. Michael Madsen.
Commercial break here.
Oh, him.
Commercial break. Fever need rebounds. Fever need to stop fouling right now. 3 straight free throw trips for the Aces to start this second half. They cut the lead to 16. Remember, in that first matchup, it was the Aces who started to dominate the Fever in the second half after losing the first half. Fever can't let that happen again. They can't.
Yep.
They can't let that 20-point lead just wither away to nothing.
Yeah, wither away and die. You gotta stop the free throw. Yeah, stop fouling. Please. Half their points are half their points are not from the free throw line. 90% of their points are from Asia Wilson.
It's damn near that, though.
Yeah.
It's damn near that. 12 of the 30 have come from the free throw line.
Oh, really? 12?
12 of the 30 have come from the free throw line.
Oh, my God. I didn't realize it went up to 12.
What's up, Hoop?
Hoopmaster. What's up?
What's the foul ratio right now? So, it's now in favor of the Aces. 13 attempts, they've made 12. Fever, 10 attempts, they made 8.
So, still right there. You know, it's not like it's been lopsided the second half.
I missed it. AB fouled her? Yes. Aaliyah Boston picked up 2 fouls already in the third quarter. She now has a total of 4. She checked out. Michaela checked in.
Then less than 2 minutes into this quarter.
We're still in a commercial break timeout made by the Indiana Fever. That was their first charge timeout.
Yeah. Might as well use it. Get everybody focused in, locked in again. The house never loses. The house never loses. Never does. Remember defense and team ball. Yes, Wendell. That's what won them the first half. See if they get back to that. Without fouling. Defense without fouling. There's almost half Ace's points at the free throw line. Yeah, that's what Josh was just pointing out. I didn't realize that. Williams says in the championship game, all the Fever players were passing like CC. Even they really come together and gelling really well the last so many games. So, and they were looking like that in the first half. Let's see if they get back to it. All right, remember guys, it's coming back from a timeout by the Fever.
All right, ball's inbounded. Mitchell on the drive. They kicked. Wide open three. Missed by Lexi Hull. Rebound falls to Asia Wilson. That's going to be only her second rebound of the game. They're down by 16 with 8:19 left to go. They've been drawing some fouls here to start the second half. Kia Stokes, a three from the right corner. Won't fall. Michaela rebounds. And was she fouled? She was by Asia, who can't believe it. And I think Becky's going to challenge this. They're saying foul against Asia Wilson after Michaela rebounded. Are they saying she just pushed her out of bounds?
I don't know.
I think we got a challenge here by the Aces.
Yeah.
They were successful in their previous challenge. Can they be successful again? Call on the floor is foul against Asia.
I didn't really see much contact. There was a little, but what do they call it? The where it doesn't really make a factor. Marginal. There we go.
Was it just marginal contact? If not, then it'll be out of bounds on Michaela if they don't win this.
Mm-hmm. Looks like her momentum was already carrying her out. Simpson should have just thrown it off Asia Wilson.
I mean to say, if the Aces win this challenge, it'll be out of bounds on Michaela and the Fever and Aces ball. But we'll see. And Asia's arguing, hey, I was straight up. No way that's a foul against me. We'll see if she's right.
Yeah, this is close. This is close. I don't know. Simpson should have just thrown it off on her. All right, let's hope this doesn't take forever. Foul. I see a lot of people thinking it's a foul.
Shout out to the 1.7 thousand people in the house. Over 900 likes have been achieved by y'all. Thank you. Almost to 1,000. 70 away from 1,000.
Oh, wow. Let's go.
We're getting a review here by the referees. They're at the monitor as it was a challenge made by Becky Hammond and the Aces. Call on the floor was foul against Asia Wilson, who believes she was just straight up on Michaela Timpson, who was going out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm shocked that you're using this challenge so early in the third.
Asia Wilson picked up her third foul here. If this holds,
so that might be why.
If this holds, that'll be her third foul, and she has 21 of the 30 points.
They can't afford to lose her.
If they lose Asia, this is going to be a 40-point blowout.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I'd see a lot of people think this is going to stay a foul.
I think they're done reviewing. Another successful challenge. Another successful challenge for the Aces.
They're going to say not marginal contact, I guess.
Successful challenge.
There we go. All right. Aces ball. Let's see if they continue this.
Dr. Sarah says, that's a record fast review for those referees. On the floor for the Aces, it's Stokes, Wilson, Gray, Lloyd, and Young. Chelsea Gray set to inbound this from the baseline. On the floor for the Fever, Natasha Howard, Mitchell, McDonald, Hull, and Michaela. Ball's inbound left corner. Jewel Lloyd, and another whistle. Jackie Young commits an offensive foul on the inbounded pass. So it turns out it's Fever ball.
Didn't matter.
It's Fever basketball. Jackie Young with the offensive foul. That's her first foul. 16-point lead for the Indiana Fever, who have yet to score in the second half. 8 minutes to go here in the quarter. Jackie Young picking up McDonald, top of the key. Swings it to Mitchell. 10 on the shot clock. Howard sets a screen. Mitchell operates off of it, driving downhill. Layup, no good. Rebound, Natasha Howard, her 8th of the game. Second chance points here for the Fever. To Hull. Now to McDonald, left elbow. Back to Lexi. 7 on the shot clock. Puts the ball on the floor. Back out to McDonald. Left corner 3. Line drive shot, no good. Howard can't get the putback. Second attempt, won't go. Rebound falls to Kia Stokes. Fever have yet to score here in the third quarter. And a bad pass by Stokes, stolen up by Natasha Howard. Hits Kelsey Mitchell. She'll drive on Stokes and draws a foul. There's a foul against Kia Stokes. 2 free throws coming up for Mitchell.
I didn't hear the whistle at first. There you go. Finally, you can score your first points.
If she can make the free throws.
True.
7:24 left to go here in the third quarter. Stokes with her first committed foul.
Yep. I see some people saying they wasted the challenge. Well, the one good thing that came out of it, even though they didn't get the possession, Asia Wilson didn't pick up a foul.
Yep, that would have been her third foul. Now she's, what? Wait, why does it still show 3? We'll see if that updates.
Yeah.
Mitchell misses her first free throw.
Oh, my God.
Mitchell misses her first free throw. She's got one more coming up, and that one is good. 47-30, a 17-point lead. And that's their first bucket. Yep. I mean, that's their first points of the second half.
Yeah.
Chelsea Gray will bring up the ball for the Las Vegas Aces, shooting on the right side of the court. Pass to Jackie Young, almost thrown up by Lexi Hull. 12 on the shot clock. Asia sets a screen. Jackie shoots off of it and knocks down the mid-range jumper. 32-47, 15-point lead for the Fever. Fever shooting on the left side of the court. The inside pass goes to Mitchell, who hits the reverse layup. Assisted by McDonald. What a play. What a play from McDonald to Mitchell with the finish. 49-32 Indiana. Wilson spinning on Michaela, scores and the foul. Asia Wilson, and 1 for her.
That's fouls on Timpson.
Michaela with her second foul.
Asia's, well, she was already great in the first half, but man, she's trying to rally a team, man. She's getting energized, trying to energize them.
Asia Wilson has 23 of the 34 points for the Las Vegas Aces. So free throw coming up for Asia. Sophie Cunningham checked in for Michaela, by the way. So it's Sophie, Lexi, the blonde bombers out there with McDonald, Mitchell, and Howard. Free throws no good by Asia. Rebounded by McDonald. And she'll bring up the ball. On the floor for the Aces, it's Stokes, Wilson, Gray, Lloyd, and Young. Off the screen from Howard. Mitchell drives, kicks to the post, and a double team on Natasha Howard, and she's called for a travel. Travel for Natasha Howard gives it right back to the Las Vegas Aces with 6:29 to go in the third.
Nothing's going their way.
Ball's going to be inbound to the right sideline. Kia Stokes to Chelsea Gray, who will bring up the ball. Met by Kelsey Mitchell. She crosses the halfway mark. 8 to the shot clock. Hits Jackie Young, left elbow. Out to guard is Lexi Hull. Pass to Asia Wilson. Fakes the handoff back to Jackie Young. Puts the ball on the floor. Backs down. Natasha Howard. Fadeaway jump shot. Good for Asia Wilson. And we got a 13-point game. 49-36 in favor of the Fever. A wide open corner 3. Lexi Hull.
She needed that. That's her first bucket, I believe. Yeah.
Lexi Hull with a big corner splash. 52-36. Back the other side. It's Aces basketball. With 12 on the shot clock, Asia has it in the low post. She's guarded by Natasha Howard. Step back jumper, mid-range won't go. Sophie Cunningham with the rebound. She'll bring up the ball. Favors shooting on the left side of the court. Hits in the low post. Howard backing down Kia Stokes. Pump fake up and under. Floater too strong. Rebound back to Lexi. Kick out. Mitchell. The splash. Kelsey Mitchell the 3 off of the hustle play made by Lexi Hull. 55-36 Indiana. 5:15 to go in the third quarter.
Let's go. Oh.
And we're going to get a whistle. A foul called against Sophie Cunningham. How about that hustle play by Lexi, diving for the loose ball, finding Mitchell in the right corner for that 3.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what you want to see. By the way, that foul by Sophie puts Aces into the bonus.
So that's free throws now from here on out. Over 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wendell with the $5 donation. More mojo for Lexi, Sophie, and Kelsey. Splash. Put on your ponchos, man. We're getting some splashes here in the third quarter.
Yep. Thank you, Wendell.
Wendell, thanks again so much for the $5 donation. And that second free throw is good. So it's 38-55. Indiana leads. Again, aces in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. Back the other way. It's Fever ball with Howard, Mitchell, McDonald, Hull, and Cunningham on the floor. Kelsey Mitchell, step back, jumper over. Asia won't go. Rebound. Fought for one by Natasha Howard. Doing a great job crashing the board. Finds Lexi for three. It's going to go in and out. It took a couple of bounces. It went in and out. What kind of voodoo was that? Back on the other side, Jackie Young is fouled by Kelsey Mitchell. With 4:44 left to go in the third quarter, the Fever will call a timeout here. They're going to challenge this.
Yeah.
They're going to challenge the call on the court. Stephanie White is upset, and she calls for a challenge.
Yeah. Challenge here. See if there's going to be a foul. Because, man, they've been calling a lot of fouls this quarter.
Coaches challenged by the Fever. With 4:44 left to go in the third quarter, Fever lead it 55-38.
Oh, this could be a foul on Young. He pushed Lexi off of her like that.
Could this be an offensive foul? Yeah, she shoves Lexi with the forearm.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one who made the contact.
Yeah. Ooh, this could get overturned. Even though the foul was called on Mitchell. Yeah, but even Mitchell barely kind of touched her.
4:44 remaining in the third quarter. It's going to be a challenge here by the Fever. We'll see if they are successful.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for smacking that like button. We are 28 likes away from 1,000 with over 2,000 watching. Hit that subscribe for more Indiana Fever games all season long. Our next live stream will be on Saturday as the Fever take on the Sparks for their second matchup of the season. So tune in. If you guys can, hit that sub, hit that like button.
Do it, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh. Let's go. This call will be telling. Well, we'll see.
I'm just so impressed with the effort the Fever have been showing for the most part tonight. Lexi Hull just diving for every loose ball imaginable. She was the one that made that play and set up Kelsey Mitchell for that corner three. Natasha Howard, great effort. Mitchell, great effort tonight. She's got 18 points. She's the leading scorer for the Indiana Fever.
Yeah. It's been phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Kentasu Rocha is in the process of moving, so he'll be out a couple of weeks at least.
Yeah.
Lexi, most improved and defensive player of the year. Dude, I'm thinking Lexi is going to be the most improved player this year. Yes. What's up, Casey?
What's up, Casey?
What's up, Casey? Wendell dropping that Lexi emote. There you go.
One of the blonde bummers. Chuck, don't be telling everybody where Roach is really at, okay?
Rochita. We're still in a challenge by the Fever. The referees are still at the monitor. Challenged by the Fever. We got a $2 donation from Mr. Avatar. Josh, my cat's birthday is today. Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Your cat.
What's your cat's name?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Happy birthday to Avatar's cat.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, bro. We're doing pretty good, Casey. How are you? Hopefully, you're ready for this little holiday weekend.
Yeah, that game is going to be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on Saturday. Fever and the Sparks. And I'll be live 30 minutes before the tip-off. We're still in this challenge. Looks like the call is going to be overturned. Successful challenge by the Fever. Oh. Every challenge so far between both teams have been successful.
You're right.
Every challenge. There's been 3 total challenges, 2 by the Aces, now 1 by the Fever, and all have been successful.
Love it. Love it. Now I'm curious, are they just overturning this to a non-foul, or are they switching and calling a foul on Young? That's what I'm curious about. Also, they're not giving him immediate possession. So is it just going to be jump ball?
Jump ball between Asia Wilson and Natasha Howard, it looks like. Yeah, jump ball center court between Natasha Howard and Asia Wilson. On the floor for the Fever, Howard, Mitchell, McDonald, Hull, and Cunningham. For the Aces, Wilson, Stokes, Gray, Lloyd, and Young. Tip is off, and winning the possession is Sophie Cunningham. Down the lane, layup is no good. And a rebound by Lexi to Sophie for 2. Jump shot missed. Rebound taken away by McDonald. Third chance opportunity. Finds Mitchell for 3. She misses. And the rebound will go... No, stayed in bounds by Sophie. Nope, it's out of bounds. Wow, that was crazy.
There's a lot going on.
That was crazy. It's now Aces basketball.
Yep.
And Sophie was like, hey, we tried, guys. Like, we were getting those rebounds. Now let's see if they can get a stop. 55-38, Indiana leads it. Aces finding some momentum here in this third quarter offensively. Jackie Young operating off the screen from Wilson brings a switch on defense. Natasha Howard, cross-court pass to the right wing, goes Aaliyah 9 for 3. That's going to be a misfire. Rebound, Jewel Lloyd, second chance opportunity for the Las Vegas Aces. 10 shot clock, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Howard picking up Jackie, cross-court pass to the right wing, goes 9, the drive, the layup won't go, and coming down with the rebound is going to be Lexi Hall and Asia Wilson. Jump ball?
Yeah.
Jump ball. Lexi Hall is everywhere there's a loose ball.
She's way phenomenal.
She's everywhere there's a loose ball.
Love it. Great Walrus, member for 32 months, highlighted comments, says, having trouble TSM. I need to choose what beer to drink tomorrow. Choose for me. Remember, it's going to be a hot one. TSF for life.
Well, Budweiser's doing those American decorated beer cans.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
And I think some of that money's going to charity too. Ooh. Ball's inbounded off the jump ball. It's Aces possession. Asia misses the fadeaway jump shot. Rebounded by Lexi Hall. Outlet. Mitchell layup. Good. Lexi Hall with the assist. Mitchell with the finish. She's got 20 points. Kelsey Mitchell. Lexi Hall is there's 5 Lexi Halls out there. 57-38 lead for Indiana. And Natasha Howard is going to foul Asia Wilson on the other side of the court, sending her to the line for 2 shots.
Or free throws for Asia.
So Great Walrus, maybe Budweiser. If not Budweiser,
my go-to is Michelob Ultra.
You could go that. You go to Shiner. I don't know if you guys have Shiner out there. That's a great beer. Heineken is also good.
Yep. Let them know, chat, if y'all what's y'all's favorite beer for them.
Asia Wilson. She made that first one. Second free throw is no good. Lexi Hall with her 5th rebound. 57-39 lead for the Fever. On the court, it's Howard, Mitchell, McDonald, Hull, and Cunningham. Mitchell driving, layup, won't go, out of bounds. Last touch by Indiana. It's Aces basketball.
Ooh. Aces, they're down by 18 points right now. If they cut this to about a 10-point game before the end of the third, they have a chance.
Hey, thank y'all so much for 1,000 likes on the stream. Oh, pass by Stokes, stolen up by Sophie, and she'll score. Sophie with the milky cookies. A steal and score and a timeout made by Las Vegas with 3:07 to go in the third quarter. And the first congratulator on the timeout was Caitlin Clark. What a play by Sophie Cunningham. Let me see those Sophie emotes members. Let's go.
Let's drop them in the chat.
That was actually Aaliyah 9 with that pass that was stolen up by Sophie and then hit the layup.
Beautiful. Everybody, man. They're locked and defensively.
Dude, the Blonde Bombers and Kelsey Mitchell making plays in this third quarter.
Love it. But again, thank you. Like Josh said, thank y'all for the 1,000 likes. Wow.
1K likes during this timeout made by the Aces. We appreciate that so very much. And it's back to a 20-point lead for Indiana.
Yep. Looked like Aces were kind of getting on a run. They were looking good. But now it's still back to a 20-point game, like you said. Aces are only outscoring them by 2 points in this quarter, 15-13.
What I'm holding up right now is how many timeouts the Aces have left.
Yeah.
1!
Uno.
Some people can't even count that high.
Uno.
By the way, Great Walrus says, yes, we do have some Shiner over here. That's a good Texas brew.
Mm-hmm. We appreciate Gerald Rondi. I butchered that. I'm so sorry. Great coverage. We appreciate that. From the Philippines. So am I.
Wendell, thank you again, too, man. JWL1961 with the $10 dono. Happy 4th of July, y'all. Excellent job calling the game, guys. Hey, GWL1961, thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you for that, man. And you have a happy 4th as well.
Yes.
Be safe out there. All right, it's Aces basketball out of the timeout. On the floor, Wilson, Lloyd, Young, Evans, and Aaliyah Nye. 10 the shot clock, under 3 to go in the third quarter. The drive by Dana Evans, broken up, stolen up by McDonald, but she stepped out of bounds after she got the ball. So it stays Aces basketball. But look, she's all smiles. She's high-fiving her team. This defense is locked in for Indiana this game.
Let's go. Hey, Del Marvelous with $2. Oh my G, the Indiana defense is 200% better.
Dude, they're playing great defense, man. Ball's inbounded. Wilson on the baseline, scores off the window, and a foul by Natasha Howard. Will send her to the line for a 3-point play. Asia's got 28 points.
And that's Howard's third foul.
Third foul for Howard.
Mm-hmm.
DeMarvelous, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
This defense has been so much better. We saw it in that cup game against the Lynx outside that first quarter.
Yep.
They're playing more locked in. They're playing confident. They are playing cohesive on both sides as well. Thank you for the 2, brother. Free throw is good by Asia Wilson. She cuts the lead to 17. 59-42 lead for the Fever. Under 2:40 left to go. Here comes Mitchell off the screen from Howard, driving along the baseline. Finds Sophie in the right wing for 3. Hits the back iron. Rebound falls to Jewel Lloyd. And she'll hit Asia Wilson, who outlets this ahead to Dana Evans. Evans sees an opportunity. She'll shoot the 3. In out it goes. Sophie, the defensive rebound. That's going to be her second of the game. She'll bring up ball. She's going coast to coast. She'll go to the right corner. Hand off to Mitchell. Elbow pass to Natasha Howard. Hand off right back to Mitchell off the screen. Elbow jumper mid-range. Count that bucket for Kelsey freaking Mitchell.
Wow. And we got a foul.
By Jackie Young. It's an and one, sucker.
Was that when I think she fouled Sophie down below?
Off the screen.
Or Natasha Howard, sorry.
She found Natasha Howard.
Yeah. Because I saw Howard go flying.
Jackie Young committed a shooting foul.
Or is this
2:05 left to go here in the third quarter. 61-42. Kelsey Mitchell's got 22 points. And Howard is at the line.
Yep.
Shooting a free throw.
So it was Howard, okay.
And the free throw is good for Natasha Howard. Back to a 20-point game. Asia Wilson will have a seat on the bench with her 29 points. 29 of the 42 points she has for the Aces.
Needs a breather.
On the floor for the Aces right now is Nalissa Smith, the newly acquired player from the Wings. Evans, Nye, Young, and Gray. Catch and shoot for Jackie Young from the left corner won't go. Smith the rebound, and she'll draw a foul from Natasha Howard and go to line for 2 shots. That's 4 fouls now for Howard, right?
Yeah, that'll be 4. Yeah. But what? I didn't see much there.
Are we in the bonus yet? The Fever are not.
No.
Aces have been in the bonus since over 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But the Indiana Fever are not yet in the bonus. Nalissa Smith, 2 free throws.
Close.
First free throw by Smith is good. And that's her first score as an ace.
Oh, my God.
That's her first point as an ace.
There you go. The era has begun.
Remember, aces were 4.5 favorites going into this game. Smith's second free throw is good. 44-62 with the Fever in the lead. The Fever have not been the Aces in years. They're looking to turn that around tonight here at home. Yeah. 1:35 left to go. Here's the drive by Mitchell. Hop step, kick out, left corner. Colston, she'll drive off the hesitation move. Layup is good down the baseline. Sydney Colston, 4 points.
That was gorgeous.
64-44, back to a 20-point game. 1:20 to go. A pass inside for Nalissa Smith. Stolen up by Michaela Timpson. How about Michaela's defensive effort over the last couple of games? Hits Lexi Hole in the right short corner, and the ball is not loose. She's fouled by Nalissa Smith, actually. Hole is fouled by Nalissa Smith.
I wonder if this puts them in the bonus.
Yeah. 2,200 people watching right now. as the Fever are up by 20. Smack that thumbs up for the Fever if you're a Fever fan. Hit that subscribe if you guys are brand new. This is what we do all season long for the Fever games. Our next live stream will be on Saturday. Fever versus the Sparks. Boston bounded from Sydney Colson to Michaela. Handoff right back to Colson. Off the screen from Michaela. In the high post, she'll take the jumper, and she'll secure the bucket from 17 feet away. Colson's got 6 now.
Okay, Colson.
22-point lead for the Fever, 66-44. Under 1 minute to go. It's going to be Chelsea Gray bringing up the ball for the Aces. Not much offense tonight for the Aces outside of Asia Wilson, who has 29 of their 44. And Sophie, good defense of Chelsea Gray, and her pass is out of bounds, meant for Aaliyah Nye. That's because of the defense by Sophie Cunningham. Caitlin Clark is on her feet. She's smiling. The crowd's loving this. 15 turnovers for the Aces.
Wowzers.
Woo!
Fever in the bonus the rest of this quarter.
Philip Howard says, listen to you guys while making blackberry jelly. Hey, man, save us some.
Yeah.
The drive by Mitchell, stopped by Alyssa Smith, hits Lexi Hull. She's driving the ball against Jewel Lloyd, and she'll draw a foul. And because they're in the bonus, this will be 2 free throws for Lexi Hull.
She missed 2 earlier this game. Let's see if she could bounce back and hit these. Yeah, that was a clear foul.
Shout to John Frost for smacking that like button. Thank you all so much.
Appreciate it.
Devin Agnes says, I watched the Thunderbolts last night. And what did you think? We liked it.
I loved it. Phenomenal.
We liked it.
One of the best Marvel movies in a while.
Free throw number 1 for Lexi is good.
There you go. Yeah. Defense, baby. Finally, the Aces cracked 20 points in this quarter. Finally.
Less than 20 likes away from 1.1 thousand likes. Thank y'all again so much for the support tonight. Second free throw was made by Lexi Hull, 68-44. Lexi with 5 points and 5 rebounds. Pitts, 10-18. Thank you for the sub. 13 seconds. About a split-second difference between game clock and shot clock, which down to 7. And the ball's in the hands of Evans. Off the Alyssa Smith pass. Out to Aaliyah Nye for 3! Aaliyah Nye, the rookie, knocks down the splash, making it 47-68. And that's going to do it for the third quarter, folks. Thank you, Daniel, for the subscribe. Indiana 68, Aces 47. That's a 21-point lead heading to the fourth quarter. So, folks, hold up those 4s high in the air, if you can. Put those 4s in the chat, because it's time. It's time for what we call the clutch quarter, where it doesn't matter how you start. It's only how you finish.
Yep.
And the Fever got a 21-point lead, so just finish it.
Yeah. Remember the fourth quarters where the Aces came back last time, but Fever have a lot better of a lead this time.
Thank y'all again so much for the support here tonight. You guys are blowing this up. Remember, this is all because of y'all, so thank you. Michael Meeks with the $10 dono. I just showed up, but still appreciate what you guys do. Yo, tip of the hat to you, Mr. Michael Meeks. Thank you, brother. And thank you for the $10 dono. That means a lot to us, man, for the support.
Thank you.
Boom. Commercial break in between quarters.
All right, guys. Clutch quarter time. Clutch quarter. Man, we saw great hustle plays from Lexi and Sophie. The Blonde Bombers putting in a lot of work. They're not scoring a lot of points, but, man, their hustle on defense, the pressure they're putting on, and they're even drawing some fouls.
Yeah, the box score is not going to tell the whole story.
Yeah, the box score doesn't show the full story. If y'all didn't hear, that's what Josh said. So, you gotta love the effort. You gotta love the effort. You see everybody, and repeat, everybody trying to make a defensive play, diving for balls. Ari McDonald, she almost had that one steal when she was out of bounds. Like, there's so many things that everybody's stepping up, and they're having fun. You can see the smiles on their faces.
Caitlin Clark's having a blast.
Yeah.
Cece's having a blast right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, did we hit 1.1 thousand likes?
We did.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, everybody. Thank you so much for hitting that 1.1K likes. And we are less than 70 likes away from hitting 1.2.
If you are brand new, if you're a regular, and you want a heads up on our next stream, that's going to be on Saturday. The Fever will be taking on the Los Angeles Sparks on Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be live at 5:30 p.m., 30 minutes before the tip-off. So make sure you're subscribed and turn on your notification bell.
Do it, guys. We got another $5 donation.
Hey.
From Del Marvelous. Says, less than 50 points for Las Vegas. That's a huge improvement in Fever defense.
Man, it has been kicked up a notch for the Indiana Fever defensively. They are something else right now.
We love it.
They're on a roll, dude. Marvelous, thank you so much for the Marvelous 5. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
We love you too, VH. We love you too.
Appreciate it. We love you, love you. Last 4 games, Kelsey Mitchell has been averaging over 24 points a game.
All right, here we go, folks. Starting the fourth quarter, the clutch quarter. On the floor, it's Boston, McDonald, Hull, Colson, and Cunningham. And the drive by McDonald gets broken up out of bounds by Dana Evans. Fever will inbound here with 14 on the shot clock. There's a huddle here by the Fever. On the floor for the Aces, it's Gray, Lloyd, Nalissa Smith, Dana Evans, and Aaliyah Nye. The Fever, they forced the Lynx to go into their reserves. They had to pull everybody. They blew them out in that fourth quarter. Fever looked to do it again. Actually, they're calling this a shooting foul against Dana Evans.
Oh.
That's what they were discussing. Okay. It's a shooting foul by Evans. 2 free throws for McDonald, who knocks down the first one.
Yeah, there you go.
And the second free throw is also good. 70-47, Indiana leads. My goodness, man. Fever have scored 17 points off the 15 turnovers by the Aces. That was big tonight, too. That was big. They outscored the Aces 36-18 in the paint as well. And Lexi Hall with the defense to Jewel Lloyd, and the ball is not loose. Leah Knight comes up with it. Great defense by Lexi. Back to Jewel. A step-back jumper from the elbow is good by Lloyd.
That was not easy.
We have a $2 donation from Mr. Wendell. It says sharing the mojo. Let's go, Mr. Wendell.
Thank you, Wendell.
And back on the other side of things, Nalissa Smith committing a personal foul. That's the second team foul for the Aces in the quarter. The over-under was 163.5 going into this game. That was the over-under, Damon.
Yep.
Thank you again, Wendell. Ball's inbounded from the right sideline. It's into the hands of McDonald on the right elbow. She's looking to feed it inside the Boston. She does against Melissa Smith. She'll put it up and put it in. Aaliyah Boston can't be denied inside. She's got 16 and 6.
Remember, she didn't play most of that third quarter because she picked up a 4th foul.
Yep, that's right. She goes to work against her former teammate, Alyssa Smith, who makes her debut tonight for the Aces after being traded from the Wings for a first-round pick. Aces won't have a first-round pick again until, I think, after 2028 now. Dana Evans, floater, wildly missed, goes out of bounds. Refs will call it... Whose ball?
I think I saw her say jump ball because they don't know.
Jump ball? Jump ball. If the Aces win it, they'll have 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, yeah. Watching for the Philippines. Philippines, y'all always show us love. Thank you so much. Salamat.
Salamat. From wherever you guys are tuning in from, Philippines, Australia, England, West Coast, East Coast, Indiana, Las Vegas, Nevada, Texas.
Worldwide.
We are going to have a jump ball between Aaliyah Boston and Alyssa Smith. 8:40 left to go here in this fourth quarter.
Asia Wilson's checking back in. They can't afford her to be out.
Almost to 1.2 thousand likes. We're less than 30 likes away now. Thank you again, guys and gals. Tip is off, and the Aces will win the possession. And it's going to be Chelsea Gray shooting from up top for 3. Off the mark, goes out of bounds. Nalissa Smith tried to give it a good chase, but it goes out of bounds. It's Fever Ball.
Fever Ball.
Watching from Indiana says, roll them all. Let's go. Nowhere, Oklahoma says Philip Howard. Garfin from Texas. Al from Vermont. Steven from Naples, Florida. Let's go, guys. 15 on the shot clock. A feed inside of Boston from McDonald. She'll go to work. Fadeaway jump shot. No good. And coming up with the rebound was Asia Wilson. Her third only rebound of the game. Back on the other side. Smith. Reverse layup down the baseline. No good. Boston secures her 7th rebound of the game. 72-49 lead for Indiana. They're shooting on the left side of the court in their blue jerseys. Aces in their white. Nice little cross by Sydney Colston, but she'll feed it inside to Boston, who's fouled by Alyssa Smith. And that is going to be the 13th foul for the Aces.
Ooh. Scared me. She went down a little awkwardly.
Smith is going to check out here for Jackie Young.
Michigan in the house? Y'all are all over the place.
Robert from Antarctica. British Columbia in the house. Larry Thompson, is that what that is? British Columbia. Thomas Massey from North Carolina.
Gonna raise up.
All right, so Jackie Young again checked in for Alyssa Smith. Michaela Timpson checked in for Lexi. Lexi will have a seat, and Timpson is in with under 8 to go. Okay, so Sydney Close is going to inbound this from the right sideline. She does to McDonald, picking her up defensively is Jewel Lloyd, top of the key. Off the screen from Aaliyah Boston, Wilson switches. Jewel Lloyd back onto McDonald, cross-court pass meant for Sophie, goes out of bounds. Turnover, Aces basketball.
Yeah, a little miscommunication on that one.
Devin Agnes with a 25-month highlighted comment, 25 months of support. Wow, you guys are the best. You guys made my day when you guys watching the NBA, NFL. And will you be streaming the MLB Home Run Derby? Not sure yet, Devin Agnes. We'll see. Not sure yet. Yeah. But, dude, thank you so much for the over 2 years of support, brother. Can't thank you enough, Devin. Love you, dude.
Love you, bro.
Time on the shot clock for the Aces. Step back three is going to be a miss from Aaliyah Nye. And here come the Fever with McDonald driving and being blocked on the layup attempt by Asia Wilson.
There she goes. Finally, she gets a block.
She's one of the league's leaders in blocks. Averages 2.6 a game. And that's her first one. Yeah. Yep. I just said that.
Paul, yeah, Sophie and Lexi, we're loving their defense. They're playing smothering defense.
19 on the shot clock for the Fever as they're set to inbound this from the baseline by McDonald. She's looking to the left wing. Pull-up jumper. Lexi Hall! 7 points for Lexi, 6 rebounds, and a nice assist there by McDonald, her 5th of the game. 74-49 lead for the Fever. Great defense right here to Jackie Young by McDonald. She just elbowed McDonald and she puts up the jumper. No whistle there. McDonald was upset, but the ball is loose, picked up by Chelsea Gray, and she's called for a travel, so it's Fever ball nonetheless.
Wow. Chelsea Gray had great. She took the ball away from Lexi, but then you got to dribble. Oh, yeah, she did elbow her in the face. Wow.
Savage, sorry guys, I used the right stats to supplement my eyes. I played college ball, start all the years, 17 points per game, 44%. And from 3, wow, that's impressive, Savage.
It's pretty nice.
Who'd you play for? 6-4 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's Fever basketball off the elbow jumper. It's a miss by Lexi Hull. Coming down the rebound is Chelsea Gray. Outlet ahead to Jackie Young, and I think Wilson just committed an offensive foul. She did. She knocked over Lexi Hull. That's at least 2 offensive charges drawn by Lexi Hull today.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Love it, man. Oh, yeah. She had position. Good job.
We just hit 1.2 thousand likes, baby.
Thank you, everybody.
You guys, especially you, thank you.
Y'all are the real MVPs.
Incredible. In this blowout, we still have 2.3 thousand in here. 1.2 thousand likes. Thank you.
They are substituting everybody out.
Woo!
You think they're conceding?
They're conceding. 6.5 to go. They're down 49-74. On the floor, it's Bell, Evans, Nye, Smith, and Holmes. Joyner Holmes is out there. So, yeah, Christian Bell's out there. The Aces pulled everybody, folks. And it's going to be a whistle called against Kelsey Mitchell, a travel.
Oh.
And welcome back to the Cult of Fury. Texas, Ags, Texans. Our guy EJ is back.
Good to see you, buddy.
EJ, what's good, brother?
Hopefully you're doing good, man.
Woo, that's when you know the NFL season's right around the corner, baby. 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. A pass inside. Alyssa Smith going to work against a smaller defender in Miss Mitchell, and she'll get the bucket underneath for 2.
Maybe Alyssa Smith can get it going here.
51-74. This is her first game for the Las Vegas Aces. She's got 4 points to go with 6 rebounds. Back on the other side of things, Fever have the ball with Boston, Mitchell, McDonald, Colson, and Sophie Cunningham. A three by Sydney Colson's a miss, but Stephanie White gets teed up right here. Stephanie White gets teed up.
CC dapped her up for it.
She said, let's go, coach. And the crowd loves it too. Lexi Hull is all smiles. Technical assessed to Stephanie White, the head coach.
We're going to get an official timeout, but there will be one tech free throw coming up here shortly.
So the Indiana Fever did this to the Lynx in the fourth quarter, where they made them concede the game, and all the starters came out.
Yep.
And the Fever do the same thing to the Aces here.
That feels good. That feels good. Get the revenge just like that.
This is going to be the first time the Fever beat the Aces in years. I think I heard 2019 was the last time the Fever beat the Aces.
That's a long time.
That's 5 years ago. No. Dang, that was 6 years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say 6. Oh, my God. Guys, we are less than 50 likes away from hitting 1,300 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. Best and easiest way to show support to the channel is hitting that like, so we thank you.
Let's go, Fever fans, especially. Smack that thumbs up for your Indiana Fever with the dominating performance on the defensive side of things, on the offensive side of things. It's incredible.
And y'all will be jumping the Aces in the standings now. So let's go. What was the technical for? Head coach of the Fever, Stephanie White, she started yelling at the refs. Not sure what for, but she started yelling at the refs and got teed up.
She was fired up. I saw her as that shot attempt was being made by Sydney Colson. Stephanie White was just giving it to the ref on the sideline.
And it could have been something that's been kind of happening over the whole course of the game. So
2.4 thousand people in the house. If you're just tuning in, Aces are up 74-51. Dominating performance on both ends of the floor. Great defense, great offense, especially in the paint where they outscored the Aces 38-20. Asia Wilson pretty much left by herself. She was 29 of the 51 points. At the half, Asia Wilson had pretty much all the field goals except for 2.
Yeah, 17 of the 24 points she had scored. Yeah.
Dominating performance by Indiana.
Yeah. Only point she didn't score was the 2 threes and a free throw.
Kelsey Mitchell, 22 points. Aaliyah Boston, 16 and 7. Lexi Hall and Sophie Cunningham were incredible tonight defensively. Diving for loose balls, just being those X factors. McDonald, 8 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Natasha Howard, a double-double for her again, 11 and 10 for Natasha.
Phenomenal. You want to see?
So smack that thumbs up for the Indiana Fever, folks. Less than 40 likes away from 1.3K on the stream. We go live all season long for the Indiana Fever. Our next stream will be on Saturday as they take on the Sparks. So we want to see you hit that subscribe. Your name will pop up here on the stream. And hit that thumbs up.
Yeah.
EJ with a $10 donation. Oh, hey, boys. How are you guys? A lot has changed. I no longer work for Hop Daddy. After almost 8 years, I went to a new restaurant with better pay, better hours, and less stress. Hope you all are good. That's all great. Happy for you, EJ.
Let's go.
You gave them 8 years, man. I know that's incredibly long, but you're in a better situation for yourself, EJ.
Yeah, happy for you, buddy.
And thank you so much, man. That makes us very happy to hear.
Yeah.
What a way to kick off the season, man. Free throw was made by Aaliyah 9, so it's 52-74. And
yeah, foul.
We got a foul here?
On Boston.
Her 5th?
Yep.
With 5:18 left to go in the fourth quarter.
I think. Or no. Are they calling a foul on Alyssa Smith?
Alyssa Smith foul, so it's Indiana basketball. 74-52 lead. There was an Alyssa Smith travel, actually.
Oh, sorry.
It was a Alyssa Smith turnover. Indiana ball. Michael Meeks with a $10 donation. Great job in the short time I've been here. You've covered it better than anybody else. Michael. Hey, man. There's a lot of great channels out there, so we appreciate that so much for you saying that. That means a lot.
Really does.
Thank you again, Mr. Michael Meeks. It's Indiana basketball out of the Little Smith turnover, and Aaliyah Boston knocks down the elbow jumper from 16 feet away. McDonald with her 6 assists. 76-52 lead for Indiana. The driving kick, Evans to Christian Bell from 18 feet. Brings it to within 22 points.
Oh my God.
Ernest, thank you so much for the subscribe. Marvelous with the $2 donation. I predicted a 10 plus at the finish. That's right, you did.
Oh.
You said a 10 plus victory for the Indiana Fever.
Good job.
Boston pull-up jumper from the elbow once again. A McDonald assist once again.
Damn.
Aaliyah Boston's got 20 points and 7 rebounds. McDonald's got 7 assists to go with her 8 points and 5 rebounds. What an incredible all-around performance for the Indiana Fever. They lead it 24 points. Christian Bell hits Melissa Smith in the high post. Fadeaway jump shot, no good, hits the back iron. Rebound falls to McDonald, her 6th rebound of the game. 4 minutes to go. We have another $10 donation from Wendell. Aloha, great job, Josh and Sean. Gotta run, wifey is calling. And the Fever will call a timeout here with 4 minutes to go. Wendell, thank you so much for the $10 donation. Tell the wife we said hi.
Hi.
Thank you again, Wendell, for the support.
Appreciate it, bro.
That means a lot, man. Let's go.
Timeout, Fever guys. I think they might. You think they pull everybody?
I think they should pull everybody, yes. Yes, they should pull everybody. They're up 24 points with 4 minutes to go.
Yep.
A couple donations here during this commercial break. Texas Texans, EJ, with a $5 dono. I started following you guys around the time I started Hot Daddy. Josh freaking out over Mitchell Trubisky. I will hold dear to my heart. First video of you guys. Yep.
That's classic, man.
I can't believe that was, 8 years ago?
Oh my God, we're getting old.
That was almost a decade ago.
That was. Because it was 2017.
2017 draft. EJ, it's been a ride, brother. It's been a ride, man. We have a $2 donation from Mr. Wilds. Pit stop, Mike Brown. I don't know if he moves the needle. Mike Brown, he's kind of similar to Tom Thibodeau in that he's a really good coach, but he's never been that guy to get over that hump, right? He'll get you kind of close. He's been part of some great staffs in the past.
Yep.
I think he's a good defensive mind. I think he's better in adjustments than what Tom Thibodeau was ever willing to do. So at least that's good.
Yeah.
But we'll see about moving the needle, man. He hasn't been able to do that so far in his career. We'll see if he can with this squad.
Yeah.
I think he'll get more out of the Knicks than what Tom Thibodeau will or has in the postseason.
He'll actually have a bench.
Yeah, he's not. He won't be afraid to use that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Wilds.
Thank you, bro.
So we're still at a commercial break. Timeout made by the Indiana Fever. I think they're going to go ahead and just pull everybody. Why not? They're up 24 points with 4 minutes remaining in the game.
Don't risk injury.
And by the way, thank y'all so much for 1.3 thousand likes.
We hit 1.3?
This has been mostly a blowout.
Yeah.
And you guys are still blowing up the stream. We couldn't do it without y'all. Love you guys. And gals.
Yeah. They're awesome.
Watching from Malaysia, says Jimmy. Hey, welcome in from Malaysia, Jimmy.
Oh, let's go.
This is the best Indiana team on the floor right now, says JB. Please keep this lineup, Fever. Please, please, please. They were great tonight, man. The combination of Aaliyah Boston, Natasha Howard in the front court, Mitchell McDonald in the backcourt, and then Sophie and Lexi, the blonde bombers. It's been incredible.
Yep.
Michaela, the rookie, earning herself some more minutes with the way she's been playing defensively. She's been great too. We have a $10 donation from Mr. Avatar as we're still in a commercial break. He says, Josh and Sean and Rocha are so dedicated to providing the best play-by-play experience for us. Thank you, Mr. Avatar, for that compliment, man. You've been a great supporter of ours for so long, and can't thank you ever enough, Mr. Avatar. We're back out of the timeout. A deep shot from Cindy Coates is going to miss from 26 feet away, leading to a Aaliyah Nye defensive rebound. On the floor for the Aces, Joyner Holmes, Melissa Smith, Kristen Bell, Dana Evans, and Aaliyah Nye. For the Fever, Mitchell, Turner, Timpson, Colson, and Sophie on the floor. Dana Evans missing the layup at the rim. Rebound will go to Brianna Turner. Outlet, Mitchell, catch and shoot three. It's a good splash for Kelsey Mitchell. Her 4th splash of the game. 25 points for Mitchell.
Didn't someone say they were going to?
They needed 4 plus 3s, right?
There it is. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Back on the other side. Here goes a shot from mid-range. That's going to be a miss from the Las Vegas Aces. And a loose ball foul called against Michaela.
All right. Michaela. Oh, let's go.
What's up, Tristan Allen?
Hey, what's up, Tristan?
All right, so Lexi Hall will check in for Mitchell. She checks out with 25 points tonight. Leading scorer for the Fever. McDonald will check in for Sophie Cunningham. Kristen Bell set to inbound this from the right sideline. She does to Dana Evans on the right elbow. She's picked up by McDonald on the 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 9 on the shot clock, and a Sydney Colson foul away from the ball will be called here.
Ooh.
That's going to be the second team foul for Indiana.
Jamie, that's a huge compliment too. He says he watched the game, but he'd rather listen to us. Thank you.
Gracias, amigo. 10 on the shot clock. Ball's inbounded. And here goes a pull-up jumper from Evans from the left elbow. Won't go. McDonald secures the rebound. McDonald brings up ball. She'll drive down to the post, and she's fouled.
Yeah.
She's going to be fouled by Las Vegas, who just committed, I think, their 4th team foul in the quarter.
Yeah, one more in the Fever on the bonus.
2:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's Fever ball, and they're leading 81-54. If y'all are interested, our next live stream will be on Saturday as the Fever look to get revenge against the Los Angeles Sparks. So hit that subscribe. We want to see your name pop up here on the stream, and turn on the notification bell on. We'll be live all season long for the Fever.
Yep.
Ball's inbounded for Sydney Colson. She's driving. She'll go to the cutter. McDonald misses the layup, gets her own rebound, finds Brianna Turner for a mid-range jumper. She misses. Nalissa Smith with the rebound. That's her 7th rebound tonight. Back on the other side, Fever defensively. Let's see if they can get a stop. Nalissa Smith, bad shot. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDonald, who says, "Ah, man, it just slipped out of my hands. My bad."
But you're up by like you know, it's okay. It's okay. Too many misses. Oh, Ronnie, you talking about aces have missed a lot of shots.
Ball's going to be inbound for the baseline. Dana Evans up top to Aaliyah Knight. Almost gets away from her. Oh, backcourt violation. That's a backcourt violation. And a 19th turnover for the Aces tonight. Fever ball.
19?
Fever are in the bonus now.
Yep.
McDonald will check out for Sophie Cunningham, to a round of applause by the audience in the field house.
I think that's all the starters pretty much out now.
2:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. Sydney Colson will bring it across the halfway mark. Dana Evans to guard around the half court. 60 on the shot clock. Hits Lexi Hull. Picked up by Christian Bell. Brianna Turner sets a screen. Alyssa Smith switches on Lexi, driving along the baseline. Takes her all the way out to the left wing outside. 5 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass broken up by Kristen Bell. Lexi picks it up with 1 second. She heaves it, and it's a shot clock violation as it did not hit the rim.
Shot clock.
Less than 40 likes to go to 1.4K on the stream. Thank y'all. 40 people away from 1.4 thousand likes on the stream. In a blowout?
That's awesome.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. Dude, the Fever only called 2 timeouts this whole game. It's wild. Christian Bell, fadeaway jumper. No good by Bell. Rebounded by the Aces. Kick out. Joyner Holmes to Bell for 3. No good. Michaela with her 3rd rebound of the game.
Booyah.
Here come the Fever, up 81-54. They're in the bonus with 1:20 to go. They're looking to wind down this clock. Colson off the screen from Turner. Brings out the defender on the high post. Inside pass. Turner, 4 on the shot clock. Squared away against Alyssa Smith. Fade away off the one leg. No good. Bell with the rebound. Micah, thank you for the subscribe, Micah.
Thank you, Micah.
1 minute to go. 81-54. It's 81's game.
Oh.
Psych. Nalissa Smith on the left short corner, guarded by Michaela, out to the left elbow. And it's Aces basketball. A deep 3 by Joyner. Won't go. Rebounded. Falls to Sophie Cunningham. Her 3rd rebound of the game.
They're going to eat up this clock.
Lex Smith with a gifted membership. He said if Kelsey Mitchell got 4 plus 3s, he would give 2. And there goes 1. And it's going to go to Agent Scorpion. Let's go, Lex.
Thank you, Lex.
What's the word on CC? She's still out with a groin injury. We'll see if she will play on Saturday against the Sparks. The Fever will take a shot clock violation running down the clock with 21 seconds to go. Lex Smith with another gifted membership, and it goes to Michael Meeks.
Hey.
Michael.
Perfect.
Hey, that's awesome. It goes to an awesome guy like Michael Meeks. Let's go, Lex Smith. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Lex.
And congratulations on the parlay, man. Yeah. Ball's inbounded. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This game is OVA over. Indiana wins again here at home. 81-54. A dominating win for the Fever as they finally take down the Aces. Peter, thank you for the subscribe. Make some noise, Fever fans, in the chat. Type Fever. Drop the emote if you are a Cult of Fury member. Let's go. Hit that like button for the Indiana Fever. Let's get it. Let's get to 1.5 thousand likes for the Fever win. We're 120 away from that.
Let's go. And John, thank you for subscribing.
Thank you, John Benedict. Appreciate that. What a dominating performance by the Indiana Fever. Their defense was absolutely locked in. Offensively, they dominated the paint, 38-20 in favor of Indiana. They took care of business.
Yeah, they did.
They said, you know what, Asia? You can score. No one else will.
Nope.
Asia Wilson had 29 of the 54 points.
Over half.
My goodness, the Indiana Fever locked down in Las Vegas.
And this was a domination from the start. They never, not once, had a lead, Aces.
Now, let's look at the box score right here, folks, and let's determine who the MVP was tonight. The MVP, let's go with Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell, 25 points, 6 assists, 2 steals. She's my pick for MVP.
And 4 for 6 from downtown? Give me Mitchell.
Now, who's the X factor for tonight's win? Are you going with Aaliyah Boston? Natasha Howard's double-double. How about Ari McDonald, 8, 7, and 7. Almost a triple-double for her.
Wow, yeah.
Lexi Hall, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. But, man, the box score doesn't tell you the whole story about Lexi Hall and Sophie Cunningham.
So tough, man.
You know what? I'm gonna give the X factor to Natasha Howard. 11 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. I thought defensively she played fantastic. She was gobbling up some big key rebounds. Natasha Howard will be my pick for X factor, although there's pretty good options elsewhere too.
Yeah, I'm good with Natasha Howard because she set the tone early. Remember, she started off 3 for 3 from the field and locked in. I think she was perfect actually at halftime, 4 for 4.
Perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line. And I see some people saying Lexi Hall. I don't blame y'all. Lexi Hall was absolutely incredible. Everywhere there was a loose ball, Lexi was diving for it.
Yep.
She was getting second chance opportunities for the Fever. She was everywhere. She drew multiple offensive charges against the Las Vegas Aces tonight too. Lexi was incredible. Yo, we got a $20 bomb in the chat from Mr. Marvelous.
Let's go.
Who says should have bet Vegas at 10 plus points. Damn.
Man, you probably could have made some moolah.
Yeah, because the Aces were 4.5 favorites here. You said from the beginning that you thought the Fever would defeat the Aces by at least 10 or more, and you would have been right.
Those odds would have been great.
You would have been right betting that, dude.
Yep.
Marvelous. Nonetheless, we thank you so much for the support tonight, man. Thank you for the $20 bomb, brother. It means the world to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have a gifted membership from Mr. Avatar.
The GOAT.
Avatar's membership goes to Mark Marshall.
Thank you, Avatar.
And this is for the Natasha Howard double.
Hey, let's go. That's back-to-back games. She's had fucking solid games. Let's go.
Thank you so much, Mr. Avatar. Thank you all for watching, for listening. Everyone who smacked that like button, who hit that subscribe. We love making new friends, so welcome on in here to this channel. We appreciate you. We couldn't do this without all of y'all's support. Thank you, everybody. Commenting, giving us your predictions, giving us stats, talking with us throughout the game.
Yep.
All of that means the world to us. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it so much. And thank you, Rhonda Davis. Oh, yeah, sorry. Thank you, Rhonda Davis. We appreciate it. You've been showing a lot of support to us.
Rhonda,
Yeah.
Dr. Sarah Thomas, thank you. Joe Thomas, thank you. Slots, we appreciate that. Thank you, guys. JC, we thank you. Daily News, LG Fairchild, MTV22, Dritcher TV, Kentucky Lucky says, how many of Asia's points were field goals? How many of Asia Wilson's points were field goals? 9. 9 field goals tonight. 11 free throw attempts.
So 18 points, 11 points from the free throw line, so 18 points total from the field.
Aiden, thank you so much. Tyler Stewart, thank you.
Thank you.
Kelsey did her big. Kelsey was great. She's been on a roll. What is it now? 6 games in a row. She's been shooting pretty well.
Yeah, I think they showed a stat. Over the last 4 games, she's averaging 24.5 points, and now she hit 25 tonight, right? So that's going to be right there again.
Great.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to put on the Seattle Dream game. It's 71-70 in favor of Atlanta.
Oh, that's coming
with 3:27 to go in the fourth quarter. I'm going to put on that game.
That's coming down to the wire.
Dritcher, we thank you so much, man. We appreciate that. 1.4 thousand likes on the stream. Almost a 1.5K in a blowout. What more could we ask for?
Yeah. Y'all hanging out with us and keeping us company for the blowouts. Y'all make it so much fun.
JB, you're right. The Fever are having fun. They're playing with high confidence. They're having fun out there. They're locked in on both ends of the floor. They're communicating well. Things are great in Indiana right now.
Mm-hmm.
We have a $2 donation from Mr. Marvelous. I told you, 10 plus. Oh, I wish I put down 100 bet. Damn. That would have been a big dub too, man.
Next time, follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
Oh, thank you again. Jacob Frederick. Joshua, can we be best friends forever?
For life. For life.
Thank you. Of course, we're friends, Jacob. Thank you.
Jacob, too sweet, man. Too sweet. Too sweet. Tomorrow is July 4th. Tomorrow's July 4th. So if you guys are going to be traveling, doing anything, just be safe out there. Our next live stream will be on Saturday as the Fever take on the Sparks. My guess is CC probably won't suit up for that game either.
Yeah.
I think it would be best if you keep her out at least one more game. Why? Because the next game after Saturday's matchup with the Sparks won't be until Wednesday when they take on the Valkyrie at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time to still rest. So I think with the Fever on a roll right now, I think they could take care of the Sparks on Saturday and wait until at least Wednesday.
Yeah. Might as well. Don't see the point of playing her when y'all are on a roll, like you said. Nathaniel, are we lighting up fireworks right now in the room?
Not going to do it.
Nah.
Not going to do it.
Don't want a Justin Tuck situation.
Yeah. You know what? Drop a $100 dono and I'll light a firework in the house. It's going to be just a sparkler.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's
It's
going to be a little sparkler.
It's still considered a firework.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some kids outside my apartment yesterday using those.
Oh, yeah. Rhonda Davis has agreed. Let her continue to heal. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And let's see. Let me pull up the schedule, actually. Come on. Let me pull up the schedule. Let's see what when the next game after Wednesday is. Let's see. The next game after Wednesday's matchup with the Valkyrie will be on Friday. So, if the Fever want to keep out Caitlin Clark these next 2 games, she could come back on Friday, July 11th against the Atlanta Dream.
Ooh.
In fact, that might be the smartest thing to do. Give her one more week of rest. One more week of rest.
Might as well. Because groins can be so tricky. So you don't want to take a chance.
That would be a big game, too. Dream, next Friday.
Yep. A $2 donation from Freddie says, I had Fever over 162, lost 150 bucks. Oh,
You had fever over 162.
yeah.
Oh damn! It was the under tonight.
You got that right.
Yeah.
I should have stuck with the under.
Yeah. Let's see. How did I do with my predictions? Did I have into this? I had Fever winning, Boss MVP. It was Mitchell. I had Howard X Factor, which is pretty good,
Yeah.
and I had the under.
Yeah.
You had Mitchell being MVP.
I got the MVP right. Everything else, well, anybody could have been X Factor outside of Mitchell. So, but I liked Howard over Boston.
Okay.
Thank you again, Freddie, for the $2. Sorry you lost 150.
Yeah, man. Freddie, next time, brother. Next time. Marvelous says the Fever have nowhere to go but up. Coach and manager got some great players. They do, man. They do.
Yeah, glad they're starting to hit their stride. Ooh.
Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to hang out for a little bit longer. Everyone who subscribed, everyone who hit that like, everyone who commented, shared the stream. Thank you to everybody who donated tonight. Thank you so much, Michael Meeks, once again. Marvelous, Avatar, everybody tonight who donated, who gifted membership. Lex Smith, thank you. That meant a whole lot.
Yeah.
Cult of Fury Elite, the Silver Gang in the chat. Team effort, baby. Team effort.
You know, y'all been really killing it. All the new people joining us, all the great support we've been getting over these streams have been amazing.
This is just our second season covering the Indiana Fever, covering women's basketball. And we are already one of the top WNBA streamers out there. And that would have never happened without the support from y'all. Yeah. Y'all made that happen. Humbly, we thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Appreciate it so much.
How about some quick box score stats? Oh, we got you. Who said that? John Frost?
Frost.
Yeah, got you, man. Let me hit you with that box score. Pull this up. Boom. All right, so let's look at the box score here.
If you want to pull up.
Yes. All right, we'll start with the winning team, Indiana Fever. Indiana Fever. Oh, goodness, there we go. Leading scorer was Kelsey Mitchell, 25 points, 6 assists, 2 steals for Kelsey Mitchell. 4 for 6 from downtown. 20 points for Aaliyah Boston, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. 11 points for Natasha Howard with 10 rebounds, double-double for Natasha with 3 assists and a block. 8 points for McDonald, 7 assists and 7 rebounds. She was shy of a triple-double today.
That was amazing.
Lexi Hull, great hustle play all game long. 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. The box score does not do her justice with her effort tonight. Off the bench, 6 points for Sydney Colson, 2 points for Sophie Cunningham with 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Again, the box score doesn't do justice for Sophie Cunningham. Sophie and Alexi, they brought that all-around effort, diving for loose balls, drawing offensive charges. They were doing it all.
Yeah.
And for the losing team, the Las Vegas Aces, 29 points for Asia Wilson, 9 for 18 from the field, 11 for 13 from the free throw line with 3 rebounds and 1 assist.
Gosh, yeah.
29 of the 54 points.
Still no one hit double digits besides Asia.
She had 9 of the total 16 field goals made tonight for the Aces.
I feel so bad for her.
So the Fever said, you know what, Asia? You go to work. We're going to shut everybody else down. Look at the rest of the starting lineup. Kia Stokes, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Chelsea Gray, only 1 field goal made, 2 points. Jewel Lloyd, she didn't make a single field goal tonight. She made 2 free throws with 2 points. Jackie Young, 6 points, only 2 field goals. So that's a total of 3 field goals in the starting lineup outside of Asia's 9.
Terrible.
And looking at the bench, 4 points for Melissa Smith and 7 rebounds in her debut. 2 points for Christian Bell in garbage time. 3 points for Dana Evans. She was 1 for 10 off the bench from the field. 4 points for Aaliyah Nye, who was just making some boneheaded plays defensively. I thought she had more than 3 fouls and 2 turnovers.
Yeah. You know what? Melissa Smith, I don't think scored her first field goal until it was garbage time when they pretty much had pulled everybody.
Yep.
Or stopped trying at least.
Looking at some team stats right here. Indiana, 49% from the field. Aces, 26% as a team. Free throws, 14 for 17 from the free throw line for Indiana. 19 for 22 from the Las Vegas Aces. Fever out-rebounded the Aces 37-26. That's 10 offensive rebounds to their 8, 27 defensive rebounds to their 18. Fever, 24 assists to the Aces 12. 5 steals to the Aces 4. 3 blocks for the Fever to the Aces 1. And that was by Asia Wilson in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
19 total turnovers for the Aces, and they gave up 19 points to the Fever. Fever had 14 turnovers. They gave up 17. Fast break points. Aces had 9 to the Fever 5. Points in the paint, 38-20 in favor of Indiana. And the largest lead was 27 for Indiana tonight.
Yep.
And that is the box score at the end of the game.
Yep. Hey, we do have a $2 donation from Avatar. So Sean, the Wings are up 67-58 over the Mystics. Now let's see if we can hold on to that because Dallas has a reputation of blowing leads in the fourth. But I hope we can pull it out.
This is against a really good Phoenix Mercury team who was 5-2 at home, 12-5 on the season.
They're dominating the third. They're outscoring us 20-11. I wonder what Page and them are doing. Page
16 points on 6 for 8 shooting.
Okay.
Isaiah James continues to be a bucket for Dallas. 25 points on 9 for 10 from the field, 4 for 5 from downtown.
Damn. Okay.
And Agumbawali was out tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't see her there. So James getting more minutes because of that. Loving it. That's good. Now let's see if we can hold on. You and Enrique might be, like you said, might be on the way out.
Right now, I have it on the Atlanta Dream Seattle Storm game, and it's a 1-point game with 11 seconds to go. The Dream up by 1 with 11 seconds to go.
Yeah, and I think it's Seattle ball right here. They call a timeout.
There you go again, Avatar, for the $2 donation.
Thank you, bro.
Yusuf, too sweet to you. Savages, I like what I'm seeing from Timpson. Michaela continuing to earn her minutes with the way she's playing defense right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let that continue. Stephanie White.
Yeah.
JM says, what are you guys doing for the 4th of July? I don't know. I might go see a movie. I haven't seen Megan 2.0 yet. Might go see that.
Oh, yeah. I still haven't watched that either.
And what am I going to eat? I don't know. Probably go with chicken Alfredo or something. I don't know.
Ooh. Yeah, just hang out with family. I don't know what I'm going to eat. Not sure yet. Not
Defense.
sure.
Defense. Again, we'll be live on Saturday. Fever taking on the Sparks at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be live at 5:30 Central.
Don't miss out, guys. If y'all are brand new, make sure you hit that notification bell. Let's see if Seattle can pull off the win here. Get the blast possession.
Diggins here on the high post. 7, 6. Diggins off the screen. Driving layup. Good. Seattle up by 1. 80-79 with 3.4 seconds to go. Dream called a timeout. Skylar Diggins on the drive. Puts them up 1.
That was a tough shot, but that was great.
You working tomorrow, Nate?
I was probably going to be busy tomorrow for holiday.
The ball needs to be in the hands of Alicia Gray here.
Yeah, that's nice. Gotta be. Gotta be. Happy 4th. Yes, happy 4th. To y'all too. Feed Boston win the game. It was Boston. If she would have gotten in foul trouble, she probably would have been MVP.
Yeah, probably.
Because she still finished with 20 points.
Devin says, I will gift the membership if the Mariners beat the Royals tonight on the Saturday Fever Stream. Get that dub, Devin.
Yep.
Nathaniel Perez, stop singing the anthem for Smallville. Somebody save me.
This is such a weird coincidence. I literally just restarted watching it. I swear to God, just yesterday, I was like, you know what? Superman's coming out. I'm going to rewatch Smallville. I'm on episode 3. Yeah, that's crazy.
Dr. Sarah says, I need to be more careful on how I talk about the D. Facepalm. Whoa!
Hey, you know.
Song hits hard, though. It does. It does.
Phenomenal.
Ball's inbounded. 3, 2, Canada for the win. Airball. That does it. Seattle defeats the Dream 80-79. What a win for the Storm.
Yeah, and they'll have the same record now. Nice. Good stuff. That came down to the wire. Nathaniel, I have it all on DVD. Yes. I do have it all on DVD. Not Blu-ray. What a game. Dr. Sarah, I'm listening to them now and left and wondering how they're going to have any left for the 4th. I'm not sure what you're probably talking to someone else. I see the comment above. Fireworks. Neighbors are popping them off already, a little early.
Here in my city, it was last weekend that they did the whole fireworks thing. They always do it the week before the 4th of July.
Yep.
I don't know why they've always done that. Ever since I've lived here, they've always just done that.
Yeah.
For like 22 years.
Yeah, it's an amazing fireworks show.
You can see it from my house. I don't have to go down to the park or anything like that. I could just see it from my house, and yeah, there was a bunch of people out and about.
Yeah, it's very popular. I think they do it just because so many people travel for the actual holiday, so they do it the week before. And plus, they probably don't want to compete with the others because I think Addison does theirs tonight. They call it Addison Boom Town or something like that, and it's pretty popular too. So,
the thing is, town. Is it town that? No, I don't even know what that sentence is. Are you asking? Is the town on the map? No, it's not. It's actually a paper town. You know what a paper town is?
no, what is Paper Town?
So, believe it or not, but maps, all maps, they have their maps copyrighted.
Really?
Yeah, every map is different. Every map is completely different. Now, how is that possible? It's a map. How can maps be different from each other and copyright their material?
The fuck?
They do so by creating paper towns. A paper town is not a town or a city that exists. It's something that they made up, that they put in their map to differentiate their map from somebody else's, so that way they can copyright that specific map. That's what a paper town is. It's a map. It's a map. It's town on a map that doesn't exist.
Huh.
Made by the map makers.
We need to make our own map. Let's just put the most stupidest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
So, somewhere. So if you go on Google Maps, you go on whatever map, try to find the paper towns.
Now I want to Google lists of paper towns and go, and that'd be crazy.
There's actually a book that was made called Paper Towns, and it was made into a movie.
What?
Yeah. I think it was like a love story or something like that.
What other games still on?
Washington and Minnesota. I don't think the Dallas game was on.
It's probably on DirecTV.
Yeah.
A bit on like channel CBS or something.
Thank you, Dr. Sarah. John Green. He wrote that book, and the movie was based off of his book. John Green, big time YouTuber, one of the OG YouTubers, and he has a twin brother who is also a big time YouTuber. What's his brother's name? Josh Green? But yeah, John Green was the one who authored that.
That's pretty cool.
He was a YouTuber who became an author. Or maybe it was vice versa, author who became a YouTuber. And they do a lot of informative material on YouTube.
That's pretty cool.
Hank Green, thank you, Sarah. That's his brother, Hank Green. I follow Hank Green on Twitter. Not Twitter, TikTok.
TikTok. Sarah with knowledge.
She's on it.
Yeah.
Sarah's on it. Sarah with the assist.
Thoughts on the Timberwolves losing to Kill Alexander Walker? Well,
Expected.
yeah, especially since they re-signed Nas Reed.
They had to choose Nas or Nikhil.
Yeah.
And since Nikhil and Jaden McDaniels play exactly the same, kind of redundant role, so he was on the outs, and he went to Atlanta. Great pickup.
Yeah.
Atlanta did fantastic this offseason.
And apparently Trae Young was very big on recruiting him.
Props to him.
Yeah.
It's a good pickup.
He was adamant, calling him. Apparently he's been very active in the free agency this year. So that's great.
Dr. Sarah Carpenter says, my dissertation was on Tumblr blogging. The brothers were big there in the 2010s. I never got on Tumblr. Did you ever get on Tumblr?
No.
See, I didn't pick up social media until we started this channel. Like, that's when I downloaded Twitter. I was getting all that stuff. But I did not know that. Interesting. They were big everywhere then. YouTube, Tumblr, they're big on TikTok. And they've been doing this for ever, since like the mid 2000s.
Wow. Yeah, sounds like it. That's awesome.
It was a wild ride back in the day. Says Sarah.
Yeah, what was Tumblr? I remember hearing that, but I don't remember what it was. What was it like?
It kind of like Tumblr was kind of like an Instagram where you just post pictures and stuff like that, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Thank goodness you chose F1 movie over Megan 2.0. Yeah, I'm glad I did.
Still want to watch it Megan 2.0 though.
I'll still see it. Probably see it tomorrow. They've made the transition from platform to platform very, very well. They did.
That's harder than people think.
Let's see. Who else has been doing that? Philip DeFranco. He did the same thing.
Oh my God,
He's still big.
Is he still going?
He's still going.
Okay.
He's big on TikTok now, too. Ray William Johnson. Do you guys remember Ray William Johnson? That dude is still going strong on YouTube and TikTok. And he was the guy who back in the day who would like have a show where he would show a bunch of clips from online and comment over them, and make jokes and stuff like that. Kind of like Tosh 2.0 type of thing.
Yeah.
But now what he does is he tells like these stories that are to these like animated images, and he tells like these really incredible stories. And that's what he does now. And he's blowing up with that.
Okay. Find your thing, man. Find your thing and roll with it. Let's go.
Dr. Sarah says Tumblr was kind of like a three-way cross between LiveJournal, Twitter, and Instagram. Ah, okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. I was kind of like Josh. I didn't really get into social media as much. I just had Facebook. I didn't have a Twitter or anything like that either.
It was very much about reblog, like retweeting, but it was also heavy on photos like Instagram, and it accepted long-form written content like LiveJournal or any other old-school blog / Okay.
Interesting.
Did any of you guys have MySpace back in the day?
That was shit.
MySpace was such a cool concept because you can customize your entire page and it would look completely different from someone else's.
Yep. From
the layout, the colors, the music, and all that stuff. Didn't they have like a top 5 friend list or whatever that you would have?
Yep. I think you could do top 4, top 8. Like, it was pretty cool. Yep. I remember that.
I never had one, but but I remember looking at it and thinking that it looked better than Facebook because it was so much more intricate.
And everybody always had a friend, Tom.
The
creator of MySpace. It was awesome.
For those who had a MySpace, what was the song that was on your profile when people would show up? Do you remember?
Oh my god, it would change because you could change it week to week. I would bounce back between country and hip hop. Uh, man, I don't remember what it was.
Avatar says Josh. John Green also wrote a book called. Oh, he wrote A Fault in Our Stars. That was also adapted into a movie. Yeah.
Hmm,
Okay. Damn. So those are two big projects then. A Fault in Our Stars and Paper Towns.
interesting. Interesting.
Tom's a goat. Yeah, he was, man. He developed this really cool site. He sold it, made some good bank, and he's been just chilling. You know.
Yep. Which is awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
I never put a song on mine, says Sarah, because I was still cringing from my AOL. Yes, I had the AOL, like the
Yeah.
AIM, the instant messengers
Yeah.
and everything. I would go into the chat rooms and stuff like that.
Oh,
I remember, especially when I first moved from Indiana to Texas, I would keep in touch with my cousins who I was very, very close with on AOL Instant Messenger.
Yep.
Man, that was back in the day. You've got mail.
Yep. Oh, we'd always get on AIM to see what everybody's doing. We'd rush home from school or wherever. All right, let's get on AIM. See who's online. All right, what's everybody doing tonight?
Oh, you know what's crazy? Like a couple of months ago, I was cleaning out everything in my closet and stuff like that, and I have a lot of stuff that I've kept from back in the day, and for whatever reason, like I'm someone who's very sentimental, right? And I guess I was like, you know what? One day, I really enjoyed having these conversations on AOL with my cousins, and I think was one night we were just on a roll. We were laughing. We were coming up. We were talking about conspiracies. We were joking around. It was awesome conversation we were having, and I decided to print all that conversation. I was like, you know what? This was a fun ass conversation. We talked about some cool shit. I'm gonna print this whole thing so that way we can look back on this. And I found it a couple of months ago when I was cleaning through everything.
No way.
And it's all there. The whole conversation and just seeing how the text bubbles looked and everything, it just brought back so many memories.
So, and that was with your cousins, right? You said?
Yeah,
You should one day just randomly send them a copy.
I should. It was funny seeing our handles that we chose.
Well, I don't remember what my handle was. I'm curious.
Devin says, hey, can I give you my top 3 Phase 5 MCU movies? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's hear them, Devin.
Do it.
Link's Mystic, 81-66. Yeah, I got the game on right now. 3-4 now to go in the fourth quarter.
Wasn't it a close game not too long ago?
Yeah.
Well, Lynx need to bounce back, though.
Josh and Sean, which movie you watched at home and wish you watched that movie in theaters for the first time? Oh, my goodness. A movie that I watched at home that I wish I should have saw it in the theaters. Oh, my goodness. It was probably during the pandemic. I'm
trying to think. I don't know. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I know there has been some, but I don't know.
I think that was the case quite a bit during lockdown and everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes back to you. I taught myself Hotmail to build Star Trek fanfic pages with music. Oh my goodness. Sarah, my girlfriend is a huge Star Trek fan. She's a huge Trekkie. It was funny. Last weekend, I was watching Star Wars, and she gives me crap because I'm a Star Wars person, and she's a Star Trek person. And she's always just giving me crap, telling me how much better Star Trek is. And whenever we're watching a Star Wars show or anything, she'll be like, "Oh, Star Trek does that better. That Star Trek does better this and that and whatever."
Oh. That's funny.
One thing I'll say, 2 things that were really cool out of Star Trek that I wish existed in real life: the holodecks, which is a room that you can go in, and it's like basically augmented reality or virtual reality. You go in there and you can transport yourself anywhere. So like, let's say you want to go into a tavern in 1800s England, right? and have a beer. You could do that.
That's awesome.
Or if you want to sail the seven seas as a pirate in the 1700s, you can do that.
I would do that.
Holodecks, I wish that was real. And also the food replicator. In Star Trek, they have a replicator where you can be like, I want a cheeseburger and fries, but I want my cheeseburger to be McDonald's double quarter pounder, and I want my fries to be from Checkers, and it'll cook you up exactly that.
Can you say what year McDonald's? Let's go back 20 years when it was so much better.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, we got a $20 donation.
Yo!
Avatar. John Green wrote Paper Towns, then joined YouTube, then wrote A Fault in Our Stars.
So he was an author, turned YouTuber, and continued to write.
That's awesome.
And he wrote a couple of big hits.
Yeah.
That's impressive, man. John Green. Thank you, Avatar, for that $20 donation and that info, man. Good to know.
That's cool. Hey.
Impressive. Thank you so much, Avatar.
Yeah.
Let's see, Devin, did you drop your top 3?
Did he? No, not yet. Oh, there it goes.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Captain America, Brave World, and Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts would be my favorite Phase 5 MCU project.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of all the ones part of this phase. It definitely Thunderbolts #1.
Is Shang-Chi part of that? Because I love Shang-Chi.
I've rewatched that movie so many times. I just love the fight, the choreography in that. Fighting choreography is amazing.
And then I'd probably go with WandaVision.
Ooh, it's a good one. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're part of the Phase 5. I think. I don't know.
I think so. I'll throw.
Oh, it's Phase 4. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Schmitty got me. It's Phase 4. Never mind. Sorry.
I'll Doctor Strange Multiverse.
Multiverse.
I'll throw that in there.
Mom.
Yeah.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Multiverse of Madness. I'll throw that in there over Captain America.
Ooh, Sarah. I like these two. She says that I want the transporter from Star Trek and the universal translator. The transporter, where, beam me up, Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
It transports you anywhere.
I'm down for that. Take me anywhere.
You could transport someone from one planet to another.
So cool.
And the universal translator, you know what? I think that is something that we're going to have eventually.
Well, apparently they have now where you have like glass or something and it will play and translate in your ear or something like that.
Yeah. Because, we have like apps that can translate whatever, but doing it live where you're a guy from America and you're in Japan.
Yeah.
And they're talking at you and you're hearing in your ear live as they're talking what they're saying.
Yeah.
And then they're going to hear you the same way if they have a translator too.
Yeah. That should be universal at this point.
Some of the LLM models are working towards it. I think we'll have probably something pretty substantial within the next 10 years.
Yeah. I think within a couple years. Oh, ooh. But yeah. So Doctor Strange.
What's Phase 4?
What's Phase 4? See, I don't know when all these phases start and stop. But
now I'm trying to think if No Way Home was Phase 4, Phase 5, Spider-Man.
I think that's Phase 4 because I think that happened before Doctor Strange. Yeah, that was before. But Smitty didn't even think about this. Deadpool and Wolverine was Phase 5, right?
Oh, that has to be Phase 5.
Yeah. Even though I don't really think it's. Well, yeah, they are kind of bringing some of those characters in, right?
So Brave Voice says those earbuds identify a language and translate in real time. So there we go.
Yeah, I thought I saw something about it. It's not. I'm not sure where you can get it or how much it costs.
And Sarah says, we already got the communicators. I miss those flip phones. One of my favorite phones of all time was the Razr flip phone. God, that was my first cell phone that I ever had.
I had one.
I didn't have my first cell phone until 2007, Christmas 2007. And that wasn't my choice. My family came together and bought me a cell phone because they said, Josh, it's 2007. Your grandmothers have cell phone. you need a cell phone. So they bought me a cell phone, and they paid for like 1 year of my first year of service. I refused to get a phone for the longest time. And then I refused to get a smartphone for the longest time up until we started this channel. It wasn't until we started this channel back in 2016 that I finally caved and got a smartphone.
And so, y'all don't understand, okay? He's not even exaggerating one bit. Because you know what's even funnier? So 2007, you said, is when you first got your cell phone?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many times, I've known Josh for a long time. We met in 2008, okay? Most of that time, he would break his phone. Something would happen. Something would happen. He would break his phone, and he wouldn't get a replacement for like 6 months. So me and Josh, still to this day, message on Facebook Messenger. Because that was the only way I could get a hold of this motherfucker. And it was only whenever he was home. Because he didn't have a smartphone. So, we still only message through Facebook Messenger because we're so used to that. We don't text.
Yeah.
It is hilarious.
I just didn't see a use for a cell phone for so long.
Yeah.
My parents, I remember that. They're like, your grandmother has a cell phone. You need a cell phone. What if something happens? We need to reach you, or you need to reach us. We've existed all this whole time without cell phones. Be fine.
Ugh, God. I remember that. Every time I remember Josh is like, my phone broke. I'm like, damn, it's really hard to get a hold of this motherfucker when we're trying to play basketball.
What's up, Rashir?
What's up, Richard?
Did you get a new phone, by the way, Josh, because it was glitching? No. I'm still stubborn. It stopped glitching for a bit. It creeps up every once in a while.
It gets moody.
But yeah. I'm stubborn about replacing phones because it's so expensive. And this sucker's paid off.
He's literally said he's needed a new phone for like 3 years now. Wasn't it the screen at first?
Yeah.
You got to replace. You put an insurance claim in.
Like, I'm the kind of person who will walk into the store, like, yeah, I need to replace my phone. And they'll ask me like 3 or 4 questions in a row. And I'll be like, you know what? Never mind. I'm out here.
Just go online.
I'm out.
Just go online. Didn't they come back out with a Razor?
They did. They brought the Razor back.
Yeah, smartphone version.
They brought the Razor back.
That's the only phone I might switch back if I ever left iPhone. I will never leave iPhone.
It would be a Razor, yeah. Josh, went to go watch Jurassic World movie last night. It was good. How did you enjoy the movie? And Sean saw it last night too.
Yeah.
Much better than Dominion. So much better.
Thank God.
It was all right, you know. I'm glad I went to go see it in the theater. It was a good popcorn movie. I felt like it could have been better. The dinosaurs were really, really cool and very well done. I liked the design and everything, and there were some really cool scenes. But I felt like at times they played it way too safe. Like they were like, ooh, they had something good, and they were about to get really gritty with it, and then they just kind of pulled back. Yeah. Every time. Yeah.
I did like the actors. The father, you know what I'm talking about? He is in Lincoln Lawyer. Have you ever watched that show?
I haven't watched the show. I only watched the movie with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, I love the movie, and I kind of stayed away from the show because I was like, you know. But I wanted to watch the show. It's really good. It's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
The next season's coming out in like a month or so. But I love that actor. He's phenomenal. Like you said, there could have been so much more that they could have done. And there's also something else that disappointed me, but I don't want to say because I don't want to spoil anything. But I thought I'd give it about a 6 out of 10.
What about the big bad mutated monster, the D-Rex, which everyone's calling the Disability Rex? The mutated animal who looks like a crossbreed between the Cloverfield monster and a bottlenose dolphin.
To tell you the truth, I don't like it.
What was up with that forehead?
What was up with the forearms? You see that? It had it looked like a caterpillar almost.
I'll say this: his head looked a little phallic to me.
Yeah. That's so true. Oh my god, I don't have that stuck in my. Oh god.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I wish I would have been okay with it. I would have been 100% okay with it if they would have gone a little bit more in depth. Like, what was it a crossbreed of? Like, I don't remember. Like, maybe they briefly passed over it in the beginning, but I'm like, I wanted to know more in depth about it.
Yeah. But I wish we would say more of dinosaurs though, because they were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bob with the gifted membership. It's gonna go to Georgina Johnson.
Hey,
Bob, gracias amigo for the gifted membership, dude.
thank you, Bob. Bob.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that, man. Brave Boy says, I don't remember my first cell phone, but the other day I came across my Nokia 1011 hand portable from 1991. Bro, those Nokias, they were less of a phone and more of a weapon.
Bro, those
Indestructible.
those are bricks.
They were absolute bricks.
Yeah.
If there was a nuclear fallout, the only thing that would be left would be cockroaches and Nokia phones.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember my first one. It was a blue flip phone. It was a Razor. Wasn't until my Razor was my second phone. God, it was a blue flip phone. It might have been a Nokia. I don't think I got a cell phone until my sophomore, junior year in high school. I don't remember what it was though. But my second phone was a Razor, and then my third phone, I can't remember what my third phone was. I didn't like my dad refused to buy me a smartphone, so I couldn't get one until until I graduated and I got my own job.
You know what I miss too about that Razor phone?
Mm-hmm.
Every time you turn it on and it would say, "Hello, Moto."
Yeah.
I love that. I would turn off my phone and turn it back on just to hear that.
Yeah. It was so cool. By the way, Bob gifted another one.
Another one
And
from Bob.
that goes to Don Roca.
Don Rocco, welcome to the Cult of Fury. Thanks to Bob. Bob for two, man.
Yeah.
He says, there was no $10 membership, so I just did two. I just got back from work. Hey, I hope the work went well.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you have a good weekend, Bob, and thank you so much for the two gifted, brother.
Appreciate that, man.
Too sweet, Bob.
Much love.
Sarah says, Sean, cell phones barely existed when I graduated. My parents got one to send with me when I went on my first date, senior in high school.
Oh, yeah, you're a senior. So me and you got around the same time. Junior. I got my junior, sophomore, junior.
The first time someone I knew got a cell phone, it was my best friend in high school's brother, Carl.
Carl.
Me and Carl did not get along. But I remember we were all just chilling in the living room, and Carl came home, and he was like, "Guys, I got a cell phone." We were all like, "Ooh, let's see the cell phone." And it was from Sprint. It was a flip phone, and it was like this navy green color, right? A dark green. And he opened it up, and he goes, "Check out what I can do." And he took a photo. It had a camera on it. It blew our mind. What? A cell phone's got a camera and you just took a picture? Oh my goodness. We were in absolute awe.
Y'all have no idea how lucky some of y'all younger generations are. Man, yeah. That was so fascinating. And when you actually could get on the internet. But the funny thing is, not like the internet now. Just like basic mobile websites. And it was so dumbed down, it was hilarious. And not every website had a mobile site.
But you know what though? Those old school flip phone games were awesome.
Oh,
Tetris, Snake.
I love Snake.
Love those old school games there.
Oh yeah, those were the best. And what I loved about them, and what I love about them over the games even now, you bought it,
And
no fucking ads.
No ads. You have it. No updates either.
Yeah.
Every 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What's up, Arturo?
What's up?
Did it have a calculator? I don't remember what all apps that it had, but
I think most of them did. I don't remember.
But man, I just remember going, man, that's pretty cool. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't have one for another 4 years because that was like in 2003.
The crazy thing is I didn't get one until like my sophomore junior year in high school, because my dad was like, "I'm not buying you something that expensive." And the funny thing is, they compared to what they are, how much they cost now, they're like penny on the dollar now. But from back then, but now I remember because I worked at AT&T for a little bit. Man, so many parents are bringing in their kids and buying their 7 or 8 year olds iPhones, and I'm like, what the I couldn't. My dad wouldn't buy me a smartphone. I didn't get my first cell phone until high school. They're getting in there in elementary school.
And now these kids
Wow.
get them even younger.
Yeah.
They have iPhones, they have iPads, and all that stuff. And you know what? And they're just like they take to it so easily.
Yeah.
They take to it so easily.
Yep.
Our show said I watched F1 and it was amazing. Great movie, huh? Great movie.
Definitely got to watch that one of these days.
Great movie.
Yeah.
We'll be live for another 5 minutes or so, and then we're gonna head out. Did you see what happened with Ben McLemore? What happened with Ben McLemore?
Wait, who's Ben McLemore?
NBA player. Let's see what happened with Ben. Found guilty
Of rape.
in Oregon. Whoa, what? I didn't even know he was facing that.
Incapacitated woman.
What a piece of crap.
From 2021.
From 2021? I never heard about this.
I didn't either.
And he was found guilty. Damn.
Wow. That's crazy.
Rozier says, my first phone was a Galaxy S5 back in 2014 during high school. I got the cherry red version.
Oh, that's another thing. Y'all kids are lucky. My dad didn't let me choose. He's like, you're getting whatever. He'll always give me hand-me-downs.
Yeah, he was paying for it.
Yeah. He's like, I just upgraded. Here's my old one. So.
My girlfriend, me and her, another thing that we argue about or give each other crap about is I'm iPhone all the way, Apple products, and she is Android and PC. Android and PC. I'm Apple products, iPhone, MacBook Pro, iMac. And she's like, I don't know why you didn't. Android's so much better. PC is so much better. Now, PC is definitely better in some areas. But for what I do using a computer, Mac is better with the programs and their creative apps and stuff like that. Yeah, are better on Mac.
I'm iPhone all day, every day. Will never change. I've had Androids. I've had Windows phones because AT&T they provided us phones and they would give us those and we could try them out. Never liked them. iPhone all the way. PC I like it for gaming. Right, you have better gaming capabilities. For PC, but if I didn't, I probably would have an iMac or a MacBook or something like that. I used to have a MacBook.
My biggest beef with the iMac is just how some things that I want to do I can't do because of how strict Mac is with certain programs, like Steam. I can't do Steam with the gaming and everything like that on Mac. There's some things available on Steam for Mac, but it's almost non-existent. Real quick, Schmitty says, before I head out, I was wondering, which project are you most excited about for Phase 6 for the MCU? That isn't Spider-Man, Avengers Doomsday, or Avengers Secret Wars. Also, love you guys. We love it too, Schmitty. Phase 6. He pull up Phase 6 MCU projects upcoming, and so that way we can get a good answer here. Let's see.
I'm going to have to go with Fantastic Four. Right?
It's got to be Fantastic Four. Yeah. Because Fantastic Four, they're bringing in Galactus, right? And I think they're going to do it right this time. They're going to do it right. Yeah. X-Men movie? Whoa, there's an X-Men movie with Hugh Jackman is now part of the MCU as Wolverine. There's potential for an X-Men movie to be included in Phase 6. If that happens, then it'll be that.
Yeah, it's just other potential. So these aren't confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would have to say Fantastic Four.
Right. Yeah. Avatar with a $5 donation. Mr. Avatar says, I never owned a cellular phone in my life. The only phone I have was provided by my job, and I still have a landline as well.
Wow. You have a landline still?
We don't have a landline anymore here.
Mm-mm. The only time that I can recall that a lot of people kept a landline for is for fax purposes, because you have to have landline for faxes.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you or businesses would keep landlines, obviously,
And yeah, you had the phone for your job.
that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, staying old school,
Mm-hmm.
staying true. Avatar.
Yep.
Damn, Avatar. Thank you so much for the 5, man. Still with the landline. Woo!
That's awesome.
The only other person that I knew that had a landline was Rocha. Rocha and his dad still had a landline.
Right? Really?
Yeah,
The fuck?
they
Why?
they still had a landline.
Why? There's no point of paying for that. They both had cell phones.
I said the same thing, and they like no, they just liked it, especially his dad. They liked having a landline.
Interesting. And people are saying X-Men is Phase 7. On here, when we Googled it, it says X-Men, the X-Men movie could be included. It's not saying it is, but it says it could be included in Phase 6.
So yeah, probably will end up being Phase 7 if they didn't have it official yet.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe it will end up being Phase 7.
Yep.
But I'm excited for X-Men because that was my favorite out of all the comic book stuff. Growing up as a kid, X-Men, and Spider-Man, and Batman were my favorites.
Yeah.
My ex-husband still has a landline, lousy cell signal where he lives.
Okay.
That's another beef I have.
Yeah.
That it's 2025 and there's still a lot of bad cell phone reception. Like here in my house,
Oh.
there are spots in my house where the cell phone and Wi-Fi signal just dies.
Yeah.
It just dies. And when I was thinking about switching my service to another thing, because I'm so tired of the drops on the calls and the Wi-Fi and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They said T-Mobile by far has the most coverage of any service, more than AT&T and Verizon, which I was surprised about. I thought Verizon and AT&T had better or more.
See, I saw a commercial the other day about that, and I was like, "Wait, what? When did that happen?" Because I remember it was like I worked at AT&T. T-Mobile used AT&T cell towers.
I think what happened since then, they acquired so many other companies. They were just merging with all these other companies, and they became the #1 coverage.
Because I remember they didn't own any cell towers in the U.S. They would borrow AT&Ts.
Mm-hmm.
Because T-Mobile was owned. I don't think they are anymore. You're right. I think a U.S. company bought them and they started doing all that. Because they were owned by an international company, and they never invested in their own towers here.
If I go out to my driveway, my cell phone service and Wi-Fi, dead.
Yeah, I can contest to that.
So it's 2025. Can we just get better reception and better internet coverage?
Yeah, like it's pretty annoying how sometimes certain spots you just have dead zones.
Sarah says, to get a signal at my ex's house, you have to go and stand on the rim of the bathtub. No joke. Oh my goodness. And then that's dangerous. Like, what if you slip?
Yeah, hell no.
No, Josh, I have T-Mobile. I love it. It has a lot of service. I have 5G. Then it's got to be my area.
No, yeah, it's definitely the spot.
And when I go to the Kroger down the street, half the store is a dead zone. Where, like, I don't know how many times where I've been on the phone with Sean or something like that, and I'm at the store, and it'll just die. I'll just lose connection.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like that still.
Comedian says, before moving into a new apartment, I sit on the shitter to make sure there's good reception there. A must on the throne.
Hey. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got to. How many times you watching YouTube videos or taking a shit?
No one uses magazines and newspapers anymore.
Nope.
They take their phones down to the restroom. But, all right, folks, we're going to go ahead and head out. It's 9 p.m. here in Texas. Thank you all so much for a great stream tonight. It was a great hanging out with y'all. We'll be live on Saturday. Fever taking on the Sparks. Enjoy your July 4th. Enjoy the weekend. Be safe out there. If you guys are getting out and about, thank y'all so much for tonight. All the gifted memberships, the donations. Everybody hit that like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to our Cult of Fear Elite, our mod squad, Silver Gang. Love you guys.
See y'all later.
Y'all take it easy. Buenos noches.
Bye-bye.
Bye.